And I was respectful at first, but I'm not going to be respectful anymore. Just saying. After the video that happened today.
Before I started wiping her, she would use washcloths to wipe. She would set them on the corner of the sink, and then she would turn herself around to wipe herself on it. And then she would throw them away. Our roommates started to notice that their late mother's washcloths were disappearing. And they confronted her about it, and she wanted me to lie to them for her, but I didn't. She ended up buying more washcloths for herself, and instead of throwing them away, she had me wash them in the sink and then put them in the washer.
Respect is out the door. I have taken my accountability. I admitted where I'm wrong, and now I'm done. I'm moving on with that, and now it's my turn to pop off. So, what was Mama Lynn's opinion of Beck when she stayed with you in Kentucky? So my mom liked Beck, but didn't like the aspect of Beck literally just having like free range of everything and anything. Like Beck wore the pants in the relationship behind the scenes, 1,000,000,000%. Like I feel like I had no say in really anything.
You just made that up.
Can we talk about how Beck clearly has a ghostwriter? Yeah, fucking ChatGPT. Or the fact that their fucking partner is so controlling. Oh my God. You know what? Fuck it. In my honest opinion, no one should be airing out problems that happen between a couple, even if they're a public figure. That just shows pettiness. It's better to move on. Respect Amber's decision. Where's the one? So this was a message from my friend. It is, if you guys have Snapchat, then you know, like, this is how it looks when you're on Snapchat, okay? This is talking about Beck. I'd exposed them. They lied about how and why our friendship ended. They admitted to staying with you for money when dating you. They lied about what they used that money people gave her for. They didn't get their car fixed. They went and bought weed and go out to on it. I don't know what that means. They are also lying about their fiance. We ran into, I don't want to like dox people, but whatever you call it. Ran into Beck's sister at Casa. She told us how horrible the fiance is and controls Beck. Logan and Lydia, which you guys saw on live stream forever ago, also told me about it. I've heard it from multiple people that how they speak to her. The fiance made Beck get rid of all of her Kate Winslet stuff. Won't let Beck speak to certain people, especially when the fiance thought Beck and Logan were sleeping together. I don't even know anything about that. That was shocking. Had to take Hannah and Rafe off of Facebook and delete their numbers, which is crazy behavior because they were in like a throuple in a relationship. And then don't even get me started on that. The girl Beck is evil and on there demonizing you and singing their praises when they're the awful person and is not supporting Beck in this whole crusade to get money off of you for the fiance to benefit. So that's all from a friend. The grammar's off a bit, sorry. And I'm also trying to respect pronouns, etc., etc. So that was a little confusing. But it's like, Beck has never wanted a job. That is genuinely the shadow of, like, genuinely the thing. And I've tried to say multiple times, like, get a job. And it's like, how can Beck sit there and say, Amberlynn wouldn't let me get a job, but then at the same time said, I did have a job. I did Uber. It doesn't make sense. Like, I was super controlling of their time, of like their energy. I always wanted them near me. Like, always. Like, it was crazy. And it was... I'm able to admit that, and I'm sorry for that, and that's wrong. Beck is their own individual, their own person, and they could do whatever the fuck they want. And for some reason at the time, it felt like I needed them always. Gloom girl, Beck was not good to me. Wait, I'll just zoom in. Okay. I'll just read it. I just want you to know that I was in love with you and I was heartbroken. And I even am now. I wrote this to Beck, by the way. I even am now as I am realizing I am losing someone I thought was family. I truly think you are one of the best people I've ever known, and I would be grateful for you till the day I die. You were there for me during the most hardest times of my life. I will continue to be sorry for everything hard I put you through. I will forever miss you, Becky. Truly. We had good moments, and we had bad moments. I was good to them sometimes. I was bad to them sometimes. They were good to me sometimes. They were bad to me sometimes. So that's awkward. I was in a horrific headspace today, and I even told my friend today, I was like, I think I'm going to cancel my live stream. And then I knew in like my gut that like genuinely a large portion of people wouldn't understand. And I would be called a failure and everything else. So I'm here while having a horrific day. And I thought this was going to be better for me, but like, I feel absolutely without a doubt attacked. And I am attacked. I am being attacked by thousands of people. Daft, you're kind of daft. I have never cheated on every partner. Like I said, last time I cheated, I was 17 fucking years old. I'm now 34. Do you think it's valid to cheat? No, never. Erica is a known liar and a known cheater. She has cheated on Brittany multiple times. Like so many times. And Erica told me everything about their marriage, about all of the times she's cheated. Brittany's a cheater. Their marriage is a mess. Their marriage is a fucking mess. So in my brain, it made sense to me. My whole thing was like, okay, Erica, we're both in love. Like, why aren't we committed to one another? Like, why aren't we together? Like, let's seal that deal. I very much, when I fall in love with someone, like I want to be with them. And I thought I was in love with Erica and I thought she was in love with me. So I was like, let's like do that thing. Let's like commit to one another. I'm the fool. I'm straight up the fool. It's just it's literally a lot. And I don't know. Least favorite, super easy, Charlie Gold. And if I have to explain why, then I just ain't got the time. I ain't got the time.
Yo, Chow, it's Pete. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Now, I don't mean to sound rude, baby, or hurt or nothing. I want an independent woman if she's working with something. I want a slim, fine woman with some work with her. See, got a lot of but I can work with her. Want a big, fine woman with some pop, with some twerk, with some pop, with some twerk, twerk, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Hello, guys. Welcome to anyone watching in real time. Thank you so much. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you so much. To my mods who are always here holding me down, you know I appreciate you. And a huge shout out to my Discord. Wow. Well, I was getting ready. Last night was a lot. I got to unpack a bit and, gather some of my thoughts. And as I'm getting ready, of course, my Discord has hit me up and they're like, hey, there's more stuff being posted. Beck posted on their community tab, and Amber's popping her shit on IG. So, had to quickly download that real quick to have it ready to go over with you guys today. Amber is so stupid. Like, I know we've said that for years, but there's levels to stupidity. And she's almost maxed out. She's not quite there. She has some time to go before she's truly maxed out. But it's just like, girl, do you think? Do you even think? Like, as frustrating as last night's members only live stream was, it was entertaining. It was a gift to us. Because, me, I'm going to play it for y'all up here after watching it with my Discord last night. It's just like, do you think? Who loves you? Who is still left in her life that loves her enough to be like, you know what? Let's just pause. Let's step away. Now, granted, last night did end with her pretty much saying she may be taking another break. She repeated it a few times. So, speaking of that, let me look at the poll. She did repeat it a few times. And yeah, take a break. Honestly, I would not show my face again for a while. And I'm not just saying that. Legit, I would not be showing my face again for some time. You saw the couple of animation clips that I played in the intro, and shout out to the two members in my Discord who created those, like literally within a couple of hours. I was on Twitter, just got tagged, and I know you're here. I just don't remember your name, but I know you're here. A viewer tagged me on two different edits. The amount of edits that are being created around Amberlynn hiking up that donkey booty to wipe on a rag. Yeah, you wouldn't see my face again. Sorry. And I'm a strong bitch. I'm a solid bitch. I could take a lot. You're not going to do me like that. No, I'm gone. I'm gone. Sorry. So the poll question was, Amberlynn said she'd be taking a YouTube break again. Do you believe her? 90% said no, she'll upload by the weekend, and 9% said yes. Believe it or not, I do, and let me be specific about what I mean by the YouTube break. I do believe she'll probably take a break, not including the member streams. I think she'll continue that for a couple of weeks, but I could see her actually taking a break because Amber is losing every bit of control, every narrative she's tried to spin. And let me say this, I'm going to get to the members in the super chats. If you weren't here yesterday, I kind of like the whole talk and then address everything and then go back and forth so that, because I'm already long-winded. So last night, Amberlynn wanted to be a victim so bad. She claimed she felt sexually harassed by Mr. Snowflake. Not only that, but she feels so unsafe that she would be terrified to be alone with him or in a room with him or near him. I'm paraphrasing and I don't have it here because it's a topic I know I'm not going to touch, including everything surrounding her issues with Mr. Snowflake. I'm not touching that. If you've been watching me for a while, when it comes to child SA, that is something that fucks with me because that's my past. I'm not touching that. Again, if Amberlynn said, this is my opinion, if Amberlynn said something happened to her as a child, I believe her. The truth is, you don't get to 600 pounds without something happening. I believe it was Michael B. Petty that said this years ago, and I always mess up the quote. But essentially, what he said was a lot of the times, for morbidly obese people like us and bigger, what they're actually carrying around is loads of trauma. So something happened to Amber, not just the stuff with her parents, or it could have just been that, but I'm not about to sit here and question that. When it comes to her childhood, I don't touch that. So If anybody was looking for me to speak on that, not touching that. But when it comes to she feels sexually harassed and unsafe by Mr. Snowflake, I was in shock. I was just like, where is this going? There's no way you want to be a victim this bad. There's absolutely no way that you are this desperate to be a fucking victim. And this is the only thing I will say when it comes to her talking about her child essay. What fucked me up not only was the topic being brought up, but what fucked me up is the way her attitude and mood switched so quickly. It threw me off, and I'm not going to be here to gatekeep how people express their trauma and how they talk about it, but it's just like, it's when you've gone through it, it is a very hard thing to discuss. No matter, even if you're getting support, it is a hard thing to discuss. So to hear her discuss it, cry, sob, go off about Mr. Snowflake, and then literally jumped into like shows. Someone mentioned something and she just jumped into shows. And I'm just like, wait, weren't you just about to hyperventilate? Like, what is happening? And that's one of the reasons I don't like the topic. I was just like, what is this? It was really off. It was really off for me. And I was just like, am I tripping? Or is she moving a little too fast from the topic and already happy? And it just, and I do apologize because I don't want to talk about it, so it's not here, so I don't have the clip to show you. I hope maybe a clip channel has it, because if you see the switch up, it was very confusing and weird. Yeah, it was very, that's the thing, Alibis, it was giving performative. And that's what threw me off. And that was one of the reasons at one point in the Discord, I got really silent, because I felt myself getting worked up, because the topic is already a topic that is not something that should be played with. And I genuinely felt in that moment she was using that to deflect. Not saying I do not believe it happened. I believe it happened, what she was explaining. But the way she weaponized it is the way I feel she weaponized it in that moment actually really upset me. So I realized when I get really, really mad, number one, I don't have to be watching it. And number two, I don't want to actually crash out. So I was just like, let me just sit here and breathe. Like, it was really weird. But let me get to some of these and then I will get started on the stream. I should have mentioned this already. This is going to be a mega stream because I was able to edit a 3-hour stream, because she streamed for 3 hours. She went over by an hour, because when I tell you she was going and going and going, I was able to edit about 45 to 50 minutes. And, you know, I'm a talker, so we're going to be here for a while. I still haven't had an hour left from what I already did edit. So it was the best I can do in the short period of time that I had. So yeah, so get comfortable, get your snacks, get your skincare started. It's going to be a long stream. It is going to be a long stream. Leanne, I did see at the top that you joined the welfare fund. Thank you. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EB titties, EB titties. You know, so crazy. If no one actually knows that I do that for the welfare fund, they'll probably be so confused after joining. Like, bitch, I did not ask for a show. But Leanne, I appreciate you, and you do get a show when you join the welfare fund. It is my highest tier. So EBTs, EBTs, EB titties, EB titties. Thank you. Connor Moore, thank you so much for joining memberships. Thank you. Thank you. Sounds like a you problem. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining memberships. L, will Amber ever realize that no matter what they put out on YouTube, she will never live any of this down? She has not accepted that yet, and I think it's going to take her a while. Actually, no, Amberlynn's delusional, and she'll still try to talk her way out of this. I don't think she's ever going to fully accept that. Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. And thank you for that super chat. DJ Smith, welcome. Welcome to the Code Cluster. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carrie B, welcome. And I hope I don't miss any of the wrong tiers. I apologize. Again, if you're Supreme or higher, you have access to the Discord. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Jordy's cluster of people. Thank you for the super chat. The nerve to accuse Beck of using Chat GBT when all of that's where all Amber's diagnosis come from. It was the no. Not only we're gonna get into it. Jordy's cluster of people. It was the amount of projection for me. Because no, unless you watched it, let me shut up because we got to get to it. Thank you, Jordy's. Lady, thank you for the super chat. Amber is spiraling. She didn't get the response she wanted with her accountability BS. She wanted shelf pats instead was getting dragged for filth. So now she's narc raging. Her mask fell last night. It fell bad. When I'm not being dramatic, and we're gonna get to it. I know I'm doing a lot of talking. This is one of Amber's top rages. Amber hasn't given us this, I think, since Disrespectful Piece of Shit. I think. Amber is just like, oh, you are losing it, bitch. Thank you. History Girl, thank you for the super chat. The way I had to check to see if I was watching the movie Freaky Friday. Did Amber trade bodies with Beck because she was playing victim mad hard? Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. And the claims that Amber made about Beck's fiance, that's how you know Amber's never been touched. Because I just believe when people run their mouth like this, it's one of two things. You need to know how to fight, or you've never been touched, so you don't know the consequences to running your mouth like this. Now you're bringing up Beck's fiance when Amber was just on a live stream, as you saw in the clip in the intro, saying, people shouldn't bring private stuff to the internet, especially when they're not public figures. That's what Amber just tried to do with these alleged claims about Beck's fiance being controlling. The gall, the nerve of this dirty, filthy big back to call somebody else controlling. The projection is crazy to me. I'm on 10. I need to bring it down to a 7. I'm back. Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. Amber claims her biggest fear is abandonment, but it's people abandoning her narrative that truly scares her. She's scared of people knowing who she really is as a person, in my opinion. And that's why she takes on so many different personalities and will cling on to any little thing but being her true, authentic self. Thank you for that. Because one thing about Amber, she knows her true, authentic self would get probably way more criticism. That's why we see peaks like last night. Thank you, boo. Pomegranate, yes, I think. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I know I'm so behind. Okay. Let's see. Pip, hopefully I said that right. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Again, guys, if I mess up, see, I'm happy I scrolled because Pip is welfare fund. Thank you. Ready, set, EBTs. Okay, so I'm wearing a lower shirt. I know I'm risking a lot right now, but I really think it'll be fine. But do you see the movement? EBTs. Look, pay attention to the chest fat. And if anybody I do this to has a partner, it's all in fun and games. Like, I don't, But anyways, EB titties. Thank you. I appreciate you. Rants with Jordan. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you so much. Get a new job. So got a new job. So happy to be back in the Gold Cluster Supreme. I know that's not you getting a new job and you put money in my pocket. I appreciate you. But when you get those new achievements, I want to make sure I'm very clear. I appreciate you. I thank y'all. But make sure you're taking care of you first. Remember, I'm a stranger on the internet. I will always appreciate the support. But make sure you did something for you first. Okay? Because you always going to be part of this, whether you got a membership or not. Remember that. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Just take care of you first. Margie, thank you so much, boo. She weaponizes her tragedies. She loves collecting them to use as ammunition in the future. I can't feel bad for someone like that. She's disgusting. Thank you, boo. Disgusting. She pissed me off. Anyways, sounds like a you problem. Beck is the Kendrick to Amber's Drake. Oh, first of all, Beck bodied Amber alone in the community tab post. And let me get to that. I'm going to get to the rest. Trash, I know you upgraded and I'm going to get to you. I just want to get a little flow going. Let's go over that real quick. And thank you for the super chat. So Beck, let's see. Beck put up this community post. It's been about maybe 2 hours now because I took the screenshot, I want to say about an hour ago. Beck wrote on their community tab post a very, very clear, straight to the point, mature, well thought out response to Amberlynn. It goes as follows. Amberlynn came on her live stream last night and said some disgusting things about my current partner, who is not a public figure and who she has never met and does not know. Nothing she said had anything to do with the things I've called her out for in my videos. She thinks she can drive a wedge between myself and my loved ones and even my own family, but it won't work. I won't make a video about this because it was nothing but a woman spiraling and blindly throwing punches in every direction. Amberlynn, whoever told you these things is no friend of mine, clearly, even if they used to be. The only person's opinion of my partner that matters is mine, and she has never controlled, forced, or even asked me to do anything that I have or have not done for my relationship, my life, or my personal healing and growth. She supports me coming out about my experience because she is a supportive partner. I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell you that it's wrong to publicly make statements about someone who is not a public figure and has nothing to do with what I've come out and said about you. I hope you do take some time off to reflect on your recent behavior. I hope you take enough steps back to see that I never had to say any of what I said in my videos. If you want me to stop speaking on you, if you want your audience to form better opinions of you, there are easier solutions. Take accountability without simultaneously talking negatively about the people you are apologizing to. It's not hard. Instead, you once again, I read that wrong, but that's not the point. You get the point. Instead, you once again threatened me in an attempt to get me to stop talking. What you did last night and in your public live stream was vile. And things I said in my video were only a response to that. The more you try to pick fights and hurt me instead of actually listening, actually apologizing, actually working to correct these things, the deeper you dig yourself into this hole you are spiraling yourself right into. Can I get some hand claps? Hand claps. Because one thing Beck gonna do is clear the fuck out of Amber. Clear that bitch. In one community tab post. Beck cleared Amber in a singular community tab post over a 3-hour crash out. Yeah, Amber, take that break, bitch. Take it. And then Amber decided to, I want to say about an hour ago, post on her community tab post this. No. Her IG stories. Let me correct that. Amberlynn wrote, actually, this is small, so I need it off my phone. One sec. Amberlynn, I guess someone sent her like one of the animations. Amber wrote, Beck, you caused this, and for that, I'll never stay silent again. Good job. I'm not afraid of you anymore. You know, let me finish reading. Can't believe this bitch. What you're doing isn't healing or taking the high ground. It's immaturity. Yeah, it's immaturity and shows that you haven't changed at all. Remember making fun of your ex by posting their dirty underwear on social media, or when you harassed your 18-year-old stepsister at their workplace because you wanted to date her even though you were almost 30? You haven't changed at all. You've just gotten better at manipulating. Again, good job. You're a good actor, remember? Okay, so here's the thing. I read Beck's community tab post before coming up here, but literally I was tagged about Amber's as I was coming up and finished setting up. So all I did was add it. I didn't actually read it. Oh, Amber, it's going to be a long year for you. It's going to be a long year for you. Wow. Wow, Amber has some fucking nerve. This is the same Amber who was allegedly lusting after Billie Eilish when she was underage. You know what? Let me get to some more of these comments. Trash Ketchup, welcome and thank you for joining the Welfare Fund. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EB titties, EB titties. Actually, I don't think you can really see my titties. EB titties, EB titties. Thank you, boo. Captain Morgan, we need we need Black Plague, the MVP Michael B. Petty. Could you imagine if Michael actually came back right now? When I tell you this corner of the internet would erupt, I mean, I would too. Let me be clear. I would too. I would lose my fucking mind. Let me stop acting like I don't talk to Michael often, but you get my point. I would know how to act. I would do anything for Michael to come back right now. Oh my goodness. Shar, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. New to your channel, and I love it here. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm seeing a lot of people are like, oh, I'm new. This is my first stream. I appreciate y'all. Buckle in because it's a mess, honey. And I talk a lot. So, Leanne, thank you for the super chat. As someone that has BPD, it's extremely annoying to use her illness as an excuse for her disgusting behavior. And that's all she cares about. If she wants to collect these so she can use them as a shield and excuses for poor behavior. While there are people who do have those same struggles, I'm going to choose to believe she was diagnosed, who have those same struggles and do not behave in that way in any fashion. Thank you, boo. Poisonous, thank you so much. If those texts were really from Eric, honestly, him and Amber deserve each other, to be honest. That two messy losers that don't have shit going for either of them. Exactly. Here's the thing. Is it hurtful to lose a friendship? Sometimes losing a friendship can hurt as much as losing a relationship. But over time, you realize those friendships were not yours for a reason. Those people were meant to be in your life for a certain amount of time. Learn what you can. But yeah, if this is how you talk about me when we're no longer friends, baby, we didn't need to remain friends. I've said this for years. Always pay attention to how people move when their friendships end, even if it's not your friendships that's ending. Like, for example, like Michael, I'll use Michael as an example. If Michael ended a friendship with someone and his immediate reaction is to run to me, start talking cash shit, telling me order tea, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen because I'm nosy, but I'm gonna take notes like, oh, so you talk shit about somebody you were just friends with and spill their tea when you're no longer friends. Got it. Say less. I want to be very clear. Michael has never done that. That's why he's one of my best friends. But I always pay attention to that. Always. Because what you do to them, I'm not special. You'll do to me. If you run into me telling me they private business, you'll be telling somebody my private business. And that's when I start to cut you off. Adam Johnson, thank you so much. Thank you for joining memberships. I'm trying to see if I can see what membership it was. Thank you for joining memberships. If I missed the type of membership, it's because YouTube is now lagging. Thank you so much. The Gamer Hub, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Been a stressful week. I'm ready to de-stress and watch your live. Like the video. Please like. I appreciate y'all. Now let me shut the hell up. I'll get to AC and everybody else in a moment. I just want to get started. Give me one moment.
Are you breaking your silence today? Always. It's been broke.
Hold on. She interrupted me. Take it away, abuser. Now you can go.
It's been broke. She did things for you because she cared about you, but yet in the same sentence, when you did things for her, then it's manipulation tactic. Couples just do things for each other when in a relationship. Yes, correct. Yup. Will you lie more in the stream? I didn't lie in my public stream at all. That took so much courage. Like, if I was to lie, I'd be like, she never wiped me. Like, come on.
She thinks what she did was courage. No, what she attempted to do is manipulate and rewrite history, and it didn't work. That's truly what led to this crash out. And it's going to be beautiful watching the transition. Like, look, you see how she's chipper? And then she's going to go to tears. Actually, I think she goes to anger, tears, and then back to anger. But you'll see.
I hate that certain people don't have to have receipts, but when you have receipts, it's the wrong ones. Oh my god, speaking of receipts, I have spent the last few days getting so many different receipts and like screenshots and like, oh my god, like I have this whole notes started. Like it's been crazy. Like I don't even know like where to begin or how to even go about it, or even if I want to. Like it's kind of a lot right now.
And she accomplished nothing with the couple of receipts she attempted to show in this live stream. I want people to understand, so they probably should stop using the word receipts so loosely, because I feel that's what Amber was doing in this stream. And I have an example for you coming up. I prepared an example.
Amber, you are not a narcissist. I've dealt with narcissists firsthand, and a true narcissist can make the world believe everything they say. Let's think about that one. Oh my god, that is so fucking true.
That's not true, actually. And I won't be covering it in this stream because it would have made it longer. But towards the end of Amber's stream, she actually took some like online narcissist quiz with the chat. And I'm not kidding. You can ask anyone in my Discord. Literally, she kept reading off things that perfectly described her. And she was like, no, that's not me. Oh, I would never do that. I'm just like, maybe I'll do a separate video about it. But I was just like, this is literally you. The quiz, you would have thought she was reading off of something that said, who is Amberlynn Reid? Like she kept reading it off, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's her. And she was like, oh yeah, I would never do that. That's definitely not me. I could never. I'm just like, and at that point, I'm like, no, I'm being gaslit. Now I'm for real being gaslit. There's no way you're reading these things, because if I was Amber reading them in real time, I'd start to get shook. Matter of fact, I'd stop taking the quiz. I'd probably be like, actually, forget it, guys. I got to run to the bathroom. Got to go. Like, because literally she was getting clocked with every single thing that the quiz was saying. So I was just like, granted, no, that's not how you get diagnosed. But I was just like, they're reading you down, bitch. Like, they're reading you down. This is you to a T. It was weird.
That is so true. But you never know. I could be a narcissist. I just don't know. Girl, we're so proud of you. Thank you. I've gotten so many people who have like reached out to me and just been like, I am so proud of you. And I'm just like, thank you.
If that's true, if she had so many people reaching out to her saying that they're proud of her, why is she posting stuff like this? Focus on the positivity, Amber, right? Focus on the positivity. And the fact that this might actually just be a correct representation of what it is. And there's way more drawings to come, and I'll be showcasing them. Fuck.
It was a scary moment. Is a personal journal really receipts though? Yeah, because like in a journal, it's kind of like a photo, in a way. Like you're documenting, it's like a photo, but with words. Like you're documenting a moment in time, and you're leaving it there to stay forever,
Well, according to Amberlynn, journals are receipts. It's a photo in time. You are documenting moments. And no matter, if you could prove when you wrote it, you can't really prove much. I wanted to take the time to read a journal entry of my own that I prepared for you guys, that I figured, I don't share a lot about my personal life, but I will do so today. And maybe this will actually give credit to what Amberlynn is saying. It's something that, I don't do often, but as Amberlynn likes to repeat what I've said, many things can be true at once. So this might be true when it comes to the journal. So I would like to read one of my journal entries from December. It's very personal to me, and I don't talk about my personal life. Dear Journal, December has been an unforgettable month. On Christmas Day, my family and I created unforgettable memories. My cousin Beyonce performed at the halftime show in Texas. I was right by her side. The stadium was packed, the weather was perfect, and my bob was bobbing. My ankles were solid, and my knees delivered a performance you would only see from Bey from B or Megan Thee Stallion. The cheers felt electrifying. It's like I was meant to be there. Months of planning paid off. I flew back to Florida the next day and made sure to carefully store my cowboy boots to pass down to my future children. I have plans to spend New Year's with my sister, Angela Bassett, but she's expecting me to cook. I'm tired and not in the mood. So I'll simply be picking up some Publix fried chicken and a Carvel ice cream cake on my way to the house. In the words of Burna Boy and Ed Sheeran, my family will just have to take me as I am, take me as I am. Good night. So that is my journal entry from December. And it is personal to me. And seeing that journal entries are facts, I would hope Amberlynn wouldn't be a hypocrite and question my journal entry that I just read, a very personal one that I just read on a live stream with over 1,100 people. So these are my receipts for some of the things that I've done. It's a very personal memory. It's a picture in time. So as Amberlynn said, journal entries can be receipts. Even though no one can prove when I wrote this, no one can prove, any facts, or if there's not much to prove with that. There's a lot of questions, I'm sure, but here we are. So I just wanted to read a journal entry of my own to try to at least give some backing to Amber's claims. And thank you. I see the support in the chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get back to Amber.
Journaling is super important to me. It's helped me a lot, like reflect. But you can edit photos and journals. You can't edit journals that have already been written in. Huh? Like with black pen. That doesn't erase. Yeah, it was.
Exactly. Her journal entry solid, just like my journal entry solid. I just told a lot about my personal life right now, so I hope you guys respect that, as I'm sure Amberlynn would respect me sharing something so personal. Let me see. AC, thank you for the super chat, girl. Homegirl needs to take her anger out on Red Dead Redemption online instead of YouTube. She needs to take it out on the gym, on a walk, something mobile, something that could actually help her. That girl needs to get up and move. That's part of it too. Move. Thank you, boo. Allegedly, Angelo, every time I see you, I know it's not often. I'm always excited to see you. You are always welcome here, boo. I came across so many posts about Amberlynn on IG now. That was the one piece that hadn't been infected by her. It was all wonderfully built men in K-pop. Alas, it is tainted now by Washcloth Gate. Angela, have you seen the edits? I would change my name. I know you do. I know you probably have, because I know your timeline on Twitter, your feed is probably filled with Amber right now. Oh God. And thank you for being here. Mew. Hi, Mew. For those who, it doesn't matter. Mew, me and Mew understand. Hi, boo. Thank you, honey. I'm happy you're here. Bitch, you about to make me cry. I'm so happy you're here. Get comfortable, Mew. Oh, and Mew, if you're not caught up on what's happening, get caught up. It's a lot. It's a lot. Or I'll DM you. It's a lot. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member for 43 months. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, it's Kiki. Did you see Amber's new story? Yeah, I've read it earlier. I know I'm behind, but thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I really should have read it first before reading it out loud, but I didn't think. I would have at least prepared y'all. Thank you for the super chat. Rachel, thank you. Michael coming back like Tom. I wish. Like Thanos. No, Michael coming back like Nancy getting on top of what's her name's top? What's the killer's name? The one who want to come back and represent queer people, whatever the chick that killed her daughter, Nancy Drew, coming back to drag her. That's how we need Michael to come back to drag Amber. I forgot that bitch name. What's the killer's name? Why am I not remember her name? I know somebody will tell me in chat, but thank you. I always mess up your name, so there's a reason I'm just saying Lee because your name sounds so beautiful and I stay fucking it up. Looking gorgeous as per usual, Auntie Charlie. Thank you. I'm gonna try the Sienna Lee. Sienna Lee. Sienna Lee. I hope so. Sienna Lee. Hopefully I said that right. If not, oh, Casey Anthony. Thank you. I couldn't remember that killer's name to save my life. But yeah, the way Nancy came back to drag the fuck out of Casey Anthony, that's how we need Michael to come back to drag the fuck out of Amber. Start a hashtag, I beg. Michael's going to kill me for saying that, by the way. I know he's going to kill me. Valentina, thank you. Using BPT as a shield makes us all look bad. Thank you, boo. Amber is in the spiral of depravity with Chantel. Speaking of Chantel, Holly B, thank you. Chantel was raging today. Let me finish this. And I'm looking forward to both of them getting all they deserve. Love to you from a Gen X auntie. Thank you. They're living the lives they deserve. Chantel almost broke down in tears because I started to hear her voice shake. Chantel almost broke down in tears today during her rage. I was just like, I could never let a bitch know I'm that bothered. And I be dragging bitches sometimes on 10, but you will never catch me like that in 4K. Not a chance in hell. AC? No, can we send some love to AC in the chat? AC, actually, I'll hit you up in DMs. I'll hit you up. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry. And yes, please, everyone, wear a helmet. I'll hit you up in DMs, okay? And I'm so sorry. And if you don't feel like responding, by the way, because you don't have to, you're going through a lot. You don't have to, but I'll hit you up after this. I'm so sorry, boo. Just take it a moment at a time. A moment at a time. I actually don't think so. Thank you, Hungry Hippo. I don't think so. Only because when me and Michael talk, like outside of like personal stuff, when we're talking about like online stuff, Michael doesn't seem to know much about what's going on because there's never been something I mentioned to him where he doesn't seem surprised, where I don't have to fill him in. So I actually think Michael's tapped out. Actually, maybe in the next couple of days I'll catch him up, but because I really think Michael would live for this. I really do. And again, thank you, Hungry Hippo. Allison, thank you for the super chat. Michael B. Petty, if you see this, we love you and miss you. Hoping your nursing career is going well. Love you, Charlie. Looking beautiful as always. Thank you. All I will say when it comes to Michael B. Petty, Michael did what was right for him, and Michael is doing a lot of great things. The end. Not saying nothing else. Thank you. Leanne, thank you for the super chat. Hope I'm so happy to finally catch a live. Love you, girl. Thank you, and thank you for the super chat, and thank you for that membership, boo. Sounds like a you problem. Clock those earrings. Those were intentional. Yeah, the gay earrings. It's just like, girl, you don't gotta do that. We get it. You were sexting and doing all that. But it's Amber. It's Amber. And she's gonna lay it on even more thick because of those text messages and sexting with that guy. Now that I think about it, did we already talk about that? Like during the phone sex and everything. What do y'all think? Thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all know I like to paint a picture. What do y'all think Amber was reaching for during the phone sex? Do you think she was just playing with her boob? Because you know she can't reach. So, or do you think she was like massaging her belly and pretending it was her coochie? Or like, you know what? Maybe nipple play was enough for her. What do y'all think? Because now I know we're already trying to picture how she, and by we, I mean we, I don't care. I'm not alone in this. I know we're already trying to picture how she hiked her ass up to wipe on the cloth. But now I'm picturing how the phone sex went. Like, what were you rubbing exactly? Because we know she can't hit her clit. We know she actually, let me not get too graphic. Sorry. My bad. See, so some thoughts need to stay. Some thought, don't worry. I was gonna really go there, but no. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep going. Michael B. Petty's, if you hear, huge fan of your work. Thank you, Munzie. Thank you for the super chat. And I'll just tell Michael. You know, not the pineapples. My chat is writing right now. Blue Pot, thank you for being a member for 1 month. I need to get caught up so I can see y'all memberships and everything correctly. Thank you so much, Blue Pot. Oh my God, V, in the Popeyes drive-thru cracking up. I mean, thank you for being a member for 43 months. I appreciate you so much. One of my day ones, along with Mew, Pew Pew Tasha. There's so many of y'all. And I'm drawing a blank like a dummy. Sorry. But thank you. Thank you for being a day one. Thank you so much. Clever B, thank you so much. But did you write it in black ink? Black font? Same thing, right? Black font? Same thing. Thank you. I deliver with that journal entry, right? I bet y'all wasn't expecting for me to get that personal. Yeah, I know I don't get personal up here, and I just let y'all into some personal stuff. Thank you, Clever B. Oh, shit. Thank you so much, Sapphire. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted to the new members. Enjoy. Get in Discord. And thank you so much. This is why I hate falling behind low key, because I just feel like I'm never going to get caught up. So I'm going to get back to this, and then I'll get back to more super chats. All right, y'all? Thank you.
Was Becky's account, and I even actually have a screenshot of me stating that it just makes more sense because I had my YouTube attached to it. I had every single bill attached to it that I paid for. Beck had no income at the time. Every single penny that was being made was because of me. And a lot of people also like to point out, well, if Beck was your employer, did they pay taxes? Gotta say, I'm the only one who paid taxes in that relationship.
She's the only one that was willing what bothers me about this talking point is, and I'll play the clips, Amberlynn knows, and she's sitting here trying to manipulate and rewrite history. Amberlynn knows she couldn't afford for Beck to work. She not only didn't want Beck to work because she needed to be controlling, she couldn't afford for Beck to work because Beck is the one who carried her whole life on their back. Cut the shit.
There's just a lot of things that are being said and done that like literally make no sense. And I was respectful at first, but I'm not going to be respectful anymore.
Amberlynn wasn't respectful. She was manipulative. That's what it was. Amberlynn kept doing this thing. Remember a few weeks back, Amberlynn kept doing this thing like, I wouldn't talk about an ex. I wouldn't do this. I want to talk about it privately. It's because Amberlynn knew everything Beck knew. But now all of a sudden, it's, I'm going to get down and dirty too. Let me actually tell you where I'm coming from with this, so y'all could really see where I'm coming from. For anyone who's been following me for some time, right? Y'all know I got a certain code when it comes to friendships. I don't give a fuck how it go down. There's certain shit I will never, ever expose about you. For anyone who's been following me for a while, I'm a solid bitch. Even when my friendships end in this space, I don't get messy like a lot of these bitches. People start talking behind paywalls and all that, but I stand on business. Even when I've known people, creators, other creators I fucked with that did things that I wouldn't do, I still stood on business because that's me. Those are my morals. Those are the things I stand on. So when I say something with my chest, like, hey, if I fall out with you, these things don't leave my mouth. Even though it was happening to me, I still stood on the principles I believe. That's why for a long time, people thought like I was this horrible person because people dragging me, saying, oh, I'm going to stay quiet. And over time, what happened? People started to realize, oh, she actually wasn't the messy one. No, I could have said a lot, but I didn't. The thing is, one of the reasons it's very easy to stay silent when people are dragging you, or even when people are genuinely lying on you, not the shit that Amber's trying to pull, you know the truth. I'm gonna sleep like a baby. If you gotta lie this much to make people believe I was so horrible, I'm not the problem. So go ahead and lie. I had a creator friend, and I'm intentionally leaving a name out. They used to have memberships, and they used to have private live streams with their members. Because obviously we share an audience, people were messy, would send me clips of her popping her shit about me. I said nothing. And she kept going. I said nothing. Took it to Twitter, let her keep going. It was to the point that people were looking at her like, bitch, she's not even coming at you. And you know what I did? One day, I responded, I dropped one voice note, and that's when everyone was like, oh, yeah, I let her pop her shit for months. What am I gonna do? Get mad at what? I knew the truth the whole time. Can't nobody convince me of the truth, especially when I got receipts. So I'm gonna let you pop your shit. So if Amber really believed in the thing she said this whole time, that's the reason I brought that up. If Amberlynn truly believed in the thing she was saying, like, I would never talk about Beck like this, there's nothing Beck can say to have her switch up on her principles. Because if you really believe, nah, I'm never going to dog my ex, then there's nothing that they could say to have you dogging them, especially because Amberlynn was abusive to Beck, especially because Beck took care of her ass. But Amberlynn switched up because Amberlynn lost control. Amberlynn switched up because Amberlynn realized the tears aren't working. The, oh, I'd rather talk to her privately isn't working. The fake accountability isn't working. Nothing is working. So just like Beck said in their community tab post, now Amberlynn's just throwing shit at the wall. She's like, fuck this. I'm gonna burn the whole bitch down. I'm gonna say that your fiance is abusive. I'm gonna say that Snowflake is sexually harassing me. I'm gonna say suggest that he would harm me. I'm gonna say all this shit. Fuck it. I'm throwing everybody under the bus. I'm even gonna read messages off of social media from an old friend of yours that really also pretty much spells out who it is. Why not? And then I'm gonna throw out veiled threats. Amberlynn was crashing out so bad last night. She was like, fuck it, I'm burning it all down. Oh well.
Just saying. After the video that happened today,
Before I started wiping her, she would use washcloths to wipe. She would set them on the corner of the sink, and then she would turn herself around to wipe herself on it. And then she would throw them away. Our roommates started to notice that their late mother's washcloths were disappearing. And they confronted her about it, and she wanted me to lie to them for her, but I didn't. She ended up buying more washcloths for herself, and instead of throwing them away, she had me wash them in the sink and then put them in the washer.
That clip is what led to last night's crash out. Someone on Twitter said it the best. The being, accused of DV didn't do it. Being accused of SA, being accused of being Diddy Lynn, a PDF didn't do it. Her being exposed for using washcloths to wipe her big stank ass is what led to this. People were calling you Diddy Lynn and you didn't even have this energy that we're about to see. But washcloth is what got you to sit there and crash out. And to answer your question, son, and I am telling you from my perspective, because again, I cut it out of the editing, and I have no problem posting it, say on Twitter if somebody needs it. What I got from what Amber said yesterday, she first said, word for word, she feels sexually harassed by Mr. Snowflake. The other part that is very disgusting and very concerning is Amberlynn pretty much alluded to saying that if she was in the same room with Mr. Snowflake, she believes he'd rape her. He'd harm her. That's pretty much what she said. If you watch the stream or see the clip, that's pretty much what she was saying. She would not feel safe around him. He sexually harasses her. Are you saying this man would harm you? You take from what Mr. Snowflake does that he sexually harasses you and what he would rape you? Are you okay? And that's why I don't want to touch that. That's part of the reason I do not want to touch that part of the live stream. No, thank you.
Respect is out the door. I have taken my accountability. I admitted where I'm wrong, and now I'm done. I'm moving on with that. And now it's my turn to pop off. So, just saying. Oh, and it's okay for Beck to lie. It's totally fine. Like, this is becoming like so, it's actually to the point where I'm like,
oh, for those who didn't see the note, her audio was glitching pretty much the whole time. So when you hear this glitch, it's from her end. There was nothing I could do about it. But before I get back into it, I want to point out to everyone, Amber makes thousands a month. Yes, not only did she not purchase a bidet, but she also has not purchased a fucking mic. This mic here, at the time that I purchased it, I think it was around 100 or 125. I get great use out of it because that's what happens. You invest into your channel. I bought this separately, bought the arm separately. Those pictures are fan art. I went to a website to have them printed out and I paid for it. You invest in your channel. So I'm not up here sounding like a fucking frog. You get what I'm saying? I know it sounds wild to put an effort into your content, but there's no reason this should be happening. There's no reason this far into the game, Amberlynn doesn't even have a mic. Do you think I'm about to sit up here without a mic to live stream? That's crazy. But hey, we're all different. So again, the glitchiness is on Amber's part. Bare minimum effort while expecting maximum results or criticism. Like, great, like, get the fuck out of here. Amberlynn really expects to be applauded for doing nothing.
Okay, we were having like a conversation about like where I needed to be accountable, etc., etc. Now it's just like they're out for vengeance, so it's my turn. And it's like, no matter how sincere I was in all of my apologies and all of the accountability I took, no one gave a fuck. Like, it didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter what I said.
Amberlynn wanted to be an abuser. I need to make sure you see this. Taking accountability and being applauded. Amberlynn wanted this to go away. She wanted to offer up that fake apology, take accountability, and everybody move on. And this is a result of it not going her way. Go ahead, Amber. Continue to show your ass.
It didn't matter what proof I showed. Like, nothing mattered. Reaction channels and haters are no longer reliable. Like, they're so unreliable in this, and they're so biased that it's like,
my intro alone shows that I'm reliable. Because the thing is, when it comes to a lot of creators, they clock her tea and she doesn't like it. Please feel free to rewind and go back to my intro where she contradicts herself from just a few days ago. I'm never going to pretend there's no bias here. Yeah, there is some bias, but at the same time, I can also give some type of criticism. The thing is, the bias is there because of Amberlynn and what she's built all these years. You know what didn't age well today? Let's not forget, Miss. So what if I gaslight my audience? So what if I manipulate them? So what? Now look at your ass. You in a situation where you're desperate for people to believe you. That's what happens when you do that. You know who doesn't have that history? Beck. And let me be very clear. If something happened over time where I start to question Beck's character, best believe I have no problem sitting here and saying that as new behaviors or new information was to come out. The problem is Amberlynn's not providing any type of information or receipts. She's reading journal entries and thinking that means something. She's reading screenshots of asking for a damn bank balance and thinking that means something. That means nothing. Especially for someone who has a history of lying for damn near 10 years. Sucks to suck, huh? This is why you don't build a hate following no matter how great it pays. Look at you, struggling, losing control, now about to lose your fucking mind.
It's almost scary at this point. Can't take any of them seriously at all. Like,
I have a little secret. Amberlynn just said she can't take reactors seriously. We don't need her to take us seriously. Our viewers take us seriously. Something she doesn't understand. See how that works? See how that works? Continue, Amber.
Two people can be shitty at the same time. Okay?
Correct.
And I can admit my shitty.
And sitting in front of us, there's about 3 people that is shitty. So correct, multiple people can be shitty at once. There's someone who's the size of 3 people that is sitting there shitty as fuck. Quite literally and figure, ooh, ew. Oh my God. When's the last time you grabbed a rag?
I definitely can, no pun intended. What is your favorite memory with Beck? See, if you would have asked me that a few days ago, I would have responded, but now I'm just pissed. So... But Beck said that you didn't let them work. That is also not a true statement. So Beck repeats over and over a million times. Like,
let's remember this from literally a few days ago, almost a week ago. Go ahead, Amber.
super controlling of their time,
Mhm.
of like their energy.
Mhm.
I always wanted them near me. Like,
Okay.
always. Like, it was crazy. And it was, I did Uber.
So before Amber gets into mocking Beck, as controlling as Amber was with Beck's time, with Beck's energy, and literally Beck hiding out in the bathroom to get some free time from Amber, when and how was Beck going to get employment outside of taking care of Amber? She repeats these things and keeps saying these things as if you can't put certain things together and really realize how much she just sounds fucking dumb. The same Beck that couldn't be away from home for too long would have been able free to go work an 8-hour shift somewhere. 8-hour shift somewhere. Okay, let's take out the 8. A 4-hour shift somewhere. The same Amber that needed Beck to take care of the pets, take care of the household, take care of her big ass body. You're telling me that Amber was okay with Beck going out of the house, leaving the house, being out of her sight for hours at a time? Be fucking for real. I don't know who along the way told Amberlynn she was the smartest person in the room, but they played her and now she's playing herself on the platform. I just don't understand. I don't get it. That clip alone, it's just like, you really want us to believe that? You're dumb. Stick to failing diets. Stick to these never-ending weight loss cycles. Stick to these weigh-ins. Don't try this. This is not your thing. Take the fucking L and carry on with your mediocre vlogs. Because the only thing Amberlynn's going to do is keep making a fool out of herself. And guess what? The same people she hates, the same reactors. Look at all the support I'm getting that I have to get back to reading. You did all that for what? Dumb as fuck. And more importantly, Beck is making a bag and Beck's going to continue making a bag. Amberlynn was struggling with her chat yesterday. Jeez. Let me see. Where am I? I think, oh yeah, I'm with Blue Pot. Blue Pot, thank you so much for the super chat. That took so much courage. So proud of you. Thank you for my journal entry. I appreciate you. It did take courage. You saw that, right? My lip almost quivered, but I didn't let it go there. I didn't let it go there. Thank you. My cousin Beyonce would be so proud of me. Thank you, boo. Sapphire, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. I know I'm gonna miss some of the tears. I apologize again. If I miss specific tears and I owe you a titty dance, just let me know. I'll get you on a live next stream, or one of my mods will tell me. Shar, welcome. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. I appreciate you. Rants with Jordan. Can you tell Beyonce to lower these damn tickets? Listen, you got to understand. Thank you for the super chat, but you got to understand I may be going on tour with her, or I might stay back. I'm not sure yet. You'll see if she's on tour and I'm still streaming, that I didn't go on tour with her. But if I'm going on tour, she needs to be also able to afford me. You know, I don't come cheap. So there's that as well. Like, the money is going to the right places. Okay. Like, that's the best I could tell you. Cause you know, our family do got an NDA. I can't speak too much. And me even telling you Beyonce was my cousin, that was a risk in itself. But I know she'll understand. She'll understand. Thank you for the super chat, boo. Hello, Nikki. Thank you. She has put more effort into finding receipts than she has trying to find her cat. Ooh. Clock her. Getting her other animals microchipped and sticking to a diet. I mean, where's the lie? Ooh, the way you just dragged her like that. Ow. I ain't gonna hold you. That hurt me a little bit. That's one of the best parts about this. I don't read the super chats first. I just be going for it. So sometimes it catches me off guard. I'm just like, oh, well, drag that bitch. Thank you, little Nikki. Luna, thank you for the super chat. If it's written in a journal, it's 100% fact. Period. Angela Bassett's my cousin. No. I said she was my sister. Rewind, cut that part out. Angela Bassett is my sister. Thank you. Wait, that's what I said, right? Yeah. AC, I'm okay. Didn't know him well, but lost a guy I really had a heart for the same way. Wear those helmets. Okay. I'm happy you're okay. Thank you, boo. Thank you. But if you do need to talk, you know where to find me. Don't hesitate. For real. Oh. Thank you. You're telling me. Okay. It sounds like Fiona with an S. Siona. I'm so clearly, I didn't realize that. See, beautiful name. That's why I didn't want to fuck it up. The Siona Lee. Siona, I'm gonna remember that. Siona. I feel like you deserve some type of song since I literally butchered your name. Siona. Actually, let me not make everything so sexualized. Hold on. Siona Lee. Siona Lee. And my titty's still shaking. Sorry, boo. I tried. Thank you. La. Thank you, boo. Charlie, leave the paint. You know we're going to be painting some more during the stream. Come on. Let me get in my Picasso era. I can't draw stick figures to save my life. So let me paint mental images for y'all. I'm the Picasso of mental images. Yes. That's what I'm trying to do. Thank you for the super chat. Steph, welcome back. Welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. Thank you for being here. What did I do? First of all, thank you for being a member for 30 months. What did I do? Wait, which words? Was it my journal entry? I forgot which one. Baby, write it in chat because you know you're a mod. Write it in chat. Thank you. Hey, sis, it's Chris. Oh, I like that. Hey, sis, it's Chris. Hey, sis, it's Chris. Say what? Hey, sis, it's Chris. Hey, sis, it's Chris. Say what? Somebody send this to Dochi to rap on it. Hey, sis, it's Chris. Hey, sis, it's Chris. Say what? Hey, sis, it's Chris. Hey, sis, it's Chris. Say what? Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, Chris. My bad. Chris was like, I didn't ask for all that. My bad. Lady Loki, thank you. Amber claims she's the only one that filed taxes. I want to know if Amber claimed Beck as a dependent under a domestic partnership and wrote off everything that Beck spent under the domestic partnership. The way I didn't think of that. The only reason I believe that may not have happened, the effort it takes to collect all of that and keep that in order, I could see Amberlynn being lazy. That's the only reason, but that's a very good point. You know, the sad part is Beck wouldn't even know. Unfortunately, and this is no disrespect to Beck. Thank you again, lady. This is no disrespect to Beck, but with the way Amberlynn was controlling, I wouldn't be surprised if Beck just signed documents. Like, I can easily see Beck signing their life away and not even knowing what they signed. Like Amber being like, sign this, and Beck just signing. Unfortunately. Again, no disrespect to Beck, but in dynamics like that, that happens a lot. I don't know that to be true. I'm just throwing out something that came to mind. Lexi, thank you so much, boo. Last night was triggering the fuck out of me. I was in chat going crazy. Glad to hear your voice covering it, because what the fuck? That was wild, Lexi. It was disgusting, and it was just a poor display and very performative. Thank you, boo. Eves, thank you. Eves Phillips, thank you for the super chat. All Amber did with that Mr. Snowflake thing was further discredit her Rain and Petals eavesdrops lies about Casey with the way she throws essay lies around. That shit threw me off, and I'm happy somebody else said it because that's what I thought about. I was just like, but for those who don't know, I don't like to touch Rain and Petals eavesdrop, but when she did that, I'm just like, did you just throw that out there like that? Are you dumb? And she is. That's the problem. She's dumb as fuck. And thank you again. Thank you for the super chat. Lauren loves the lore. I did see you upgraded. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EB titties. I need to stop. One day I'm really going to fuck myself up on the stream. EB titties. Oh, I think you can see it move. EB. Oh my God, it's moving a lot. Sorry. I told you my shit hang low. Thank you. Renee, welcome to the Golden Cluster. Thank you. Clever, thank you so much for gifting to the new members. Welcome and get in the Discord if you're open to it. Techie, welcome. I feel like I'm so fucking behind. Techie, thank you. This is part of God damn, there's a lot of love here. Jesus. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Well, didn't Amber go to work with one of her girlfriends in a nursing home just so they would be together? Yeah, that Amber. That Amber. The same Amber that was tracking the chick that was cheating on her wife with it. Like, it's just like, if it was isolated, I could see more questions. But when you line up everything, all the behavior, it's like, who are you fucking fooling? Let's be real. And thank you, Elle. Amberlynn loved making the money that she was making because it was easier for her to say, no, babe, no, you don't have to go to work. Because wasn't the original excuse was because Beck's back or their body was hurting? Like, no, you don't have to. I make enough for the both of us. And slowly but surely, it's like, Beck, babe, can you do this? Babe, can you do that? Babe, I'm just going to cover everything. Just help me around the house. Do this, do that. Be fucking for real. Amber couldn't do shit by herself. Amber damn sure couldn't drive. The only thing Amber could have gotten to herself was food because Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that went to her. Outside of that, Amber couldn't do nothing else. Couldn't drive nowhere. Couldn't wash her own ass. Definitely wasn't doing laundry. Definitely wasn't cleaning the litter box. Definitely wasn't walking the dog. But yes, Beck definitely was encouraged to leave the house and go work a traditional job. Sure. Please. Miss T, thank you so much for the super chat. B got nothing on you. Thanks for sharing. Period. Thank you, boo. Jordan, thank you. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I fucked up, but I can't tell. Welcome. Again, if I messed up in some way, I appreciate you regardless. No, see, that's why I checked it, because Jordan's welfare. I was trying to check it over here. YouTube is tripping. Thank you. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EBTs. Oh my God, do y'all see the movement? Look, pay attention. L, EB titties. I know one day I'm going to get dragged for these streams. I know one day. I know it. Thank you, Jordan. Luna, thank you. She thinks she's eaten, but the only thing she's eaten is the 5th Uber order from period. Because you know she ain't eating no pussy. Okay, let me shut up. Thank you. Let me get back to this.
I did Uber. Okay, so did you do Uber or did I not let you work? Did you do Uber or did I not let you work? Because it's not adding up. I'm a little confused on which one is actually the true statement.
Two things can be true at once, remember? I can see Amber not wanting Beck to work, but Beck trying to do Uber here and there, especially to get away from this slave master. But carry on.
Because both of those things cannot be true at the same time. Like more lies. Just keep going. It's just so fucking annoying. They know they can get money based off of talking shit about me. So now they're like talking shit about me.
Pop the fuck off and get your bag back.
And they genuinely never thought that I would speak up and stick up for myself because that is like how I am sometimes.
That's it's projection. That's what Amber, and someone later on in her stream clocks that and she still denies it. But that's what Amber thought about Beck. Amber thought Beck would just keep hitting her up like, hey, cut it out. Stop talking about me. Amber never thought, I don't care what anyone says. Amber, including myself and many others, did not expect this from Beck. Destiny, maybe, because Destiny was always messy. Beck, not a chance in hell. She did not expect this from Beck, and that's part of the reason that she's spiraling. Because this was not, she don't know how to deal with this. How do you deal with someone that you used to control that you expected a different outcome from? You can't control them. There's no threat you can throw out there, even though she tried last night. What can Amber say? I think it hurts even more that it is coming from Beck. It's coming from probably one of the two partners she always saw beneath her. Because I believe, in my opinion, she always saw Beck beneath her and she always saw Crystal beneath her. So it's coming from Beck, the one she saw beneath her, dog walking her like this. Even Beck's response. You would think Beck has been on YouTube. Well, low-key has been on YouTube for years, but you would think Beck has been a creator online for years with how they were able to respond to the shit that Amber said last night. That one community post, I was just like, baby, let me take some notes. This was good. Let me take some notes. What the fuck? Okay. Amber can't even do that.
But nope, I'm sticking up for myself now. And you can call it a threat or whatever you want it to be. They're lucky that I do not bring certain people into the mix.
Bring them. And this is why I say bring them. Amber likes to run her mouth and talk a lot of shit. If Amber was to bring anyone into this mix and she doesn't clearly see they will be dog walked right alongside her, Eric, you want to pop up? You want to pop out? By all means, bring your messy ass on this platform and buckle the fuck in. Bring people in. Bring them. Here's the thing, and that's the shit that's bothering me. Amber still thinks at this point she can intimidate Beck. One of the reasons I'm going to keep piping up and keep doing this shit and make sure my foot stay on that thick ass, dirty ass, crusty ass neck is because she's clearly trying to intimidate them, trying to make sure she can silence them again, trying to even get some control back. Nah, bring them up. What did T.I. say? Bring them out, bring them out. Come on. We here to play. We ready. I like this. I'm having fun. Bring up whoever the fuck you want. Call them on the phone. Do it. I love this. My Tims are tied. And it takes no time for me to add some Vaseline to my face. Let's do it, dumb bitch.
I could just say that in certain things that have happened. So when Beck is caught in a lie, they blame, I'm just going to say they, because I notice like misgendering can happen on accidents. I understand that, but I'm going to try to read my best and not misgender. When Beck is caught in a lie, they blame their memory and everyone just goes with it. But when I have memory issues, it's bullshit. It's an excuse. I'm just like, what is happening?
Again, Amber has almost a decade's worth of lies that follow her online. And let me be very clear. I don't expect Beck to remember every single thing that's happened within that relationship. I actually expect Beck to be off with some shit. Just because Amber might be able to correct something here and there, that doesn't automatically label Beck as a liar, by the way. I don't expect Beck to remember everything. You know how much trauma I've gone through, and there's certain shit I don't remember intentionally. I don't want to remember that shit. Some people want to bury that shit and be done. Even though it sits there and it festers, some people just want to be done with it. Just bury it further and further and further. And the further you can bury it, the more you might forget some details. And that's okay. That doesn't make somebody a fucking liar. What makes Amberlynn a liar is the history and the blueprint that she's left online for all these fucking years, especially with the bullshit she tried last night with Mr. Snowflake. That was a dumb thing to say. So if she's worried about whatever words Mr. Snowflake has said, the fat shaming or whatever, let me tell you something. If you sit your ass on this platform and pretty much allude to the fact that you believe I would rape you if it was in the same room, baby, fat shaming is the last thing you need to worry about. Fat shaming at that point is me being kind. I wouldn't say nothing right now. Keep in mind, I don't actually watch Mr. Snowflake, so no shade or nothing like that. But if Mr. Snowflake sits up here and starts calling her a cunt every other sentence, you believe this man would potentially sexually assault you? Baby, like, wash rags is the least of your worries at this point. So.
Like, this is no longer about like how they were treated, that I was like not a good girlfriend all the time. Like, this is no longer about that anymore. And I hope that they like make their coin, do what they need to do, because God, I just, it's a lot.
Girly, thank you. I forgot about that. Also claimed that she feared Zach and then turned around and DM'd them, which is crazy. Amberlynn will do anything. She will pull anything out of her ass, including a rag, and throw it at the wall and hope it sticks so she could be a fucking victim. It's crazy. It is wild what this adult will do to make sure she is labeled and seen as a fucking victim. It is weird and it is also dangerous, mind you.
Like, it's genuinely a lot. And I have to sit here and like take screenshots and get all this proof. And then they're just like, yeah, this happened, and everyone believes it. Like, Beck is proven to be a liar on YouTube, off of YouTube, literally admitted to lying to their best friends about bed bugs.
I would lie to people about bed bugs too. What do you mean? As a matter of fact, I've done that. When I was a teen, I had bed bugs and I lied about it when I went to school. When the march was on me, they're like, oh, what was that? Oh, mosquitoes. Bitch, it's December. It's not mosquitoes, but I'm going to tell you it's mosquitoes. I've had bed bugs. I'm going to lie about bed bugs. Yes. Yes. I was young, dumb, and I didn't want people calling me dirty because people equate that to dirtiness. So it was a long process to get them out of there. And yes, I was talking about mosquitoes in the middle of winter and I don't give a fuck. And I looked them straight in their eyes and said that shit with my whole chest. The fuck? Oh, they lied about bed bugs. Same. Okay. The fuck?
Like, it's just a lot. I mean, they said a lot about the private kind of stuff. Does that upset you? Is the line drawn in the sand? There's no more line. They have reached the point where they were like, I'm not going to say anything because I'm like, not going to say anything embarrassing because like I'm.
That is a good point. Thank you. They lied to benefit her. Beck exactly lied to benefit her because the truth is, if those roommates knew Amber had bed bugs, she wouldn't have been able to move in. Very good point. But my point is this: people will lie about shit like that. Okay. And the fact that Beck did lie to benefit her, it's wild that this is even a talking point. Amberlynn really is dumb. I'm starting to believe that meth story. Didn't she say she accidentally took some meth as a child? The residual impact of that is still here. I know a lot of people didn't believe that, but if we really pay attention to what we have on screen and how dumb she is, that leftover meth that her family, I think it was her parents, left behind and she got into, bitch, the effects are still here. It's still here. Yeah, it's giving meth baby. It's giving meth baby for sure.
I'm not that type of person, but now they're doing that because I finally stuck up for myself. Really think about that for a minute. Like, I know a lot of you who are watching right now who are members, like, you have a nuanced mind. A lot of these like haters and like the reaction channels, they see no nuance in the situation, which is fucking absurd.
We don't see what she wants us to see, and that's what she's upset about. Continue.
There can be two shitty people at one time. I'm not the only shitty person in this situation.
You're the main
And it's
one.
like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Like, genuinely, I'm in the Twilight Zone. JB, I am so angry because it's no longer about, Amberlynn was a bad partner. I just want her to take accountability. No, this is like something more evil and sinister, and it's just not cute. April, I don't like you. You can leave. Like,
April said, Amber, it's not about proof or receipts or documentation. It is about humility and remorse. If you take your accountability, then move on and shut up. One thing about Amber, she hate hearing the truth, honey. She hate hearing the truth. April Smith, if you around and you hear this, shout out to you. Oof. Let me catch up with some of these real quick. Oh, Circus, welcome. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. I appreciate your membership. Thank you. I Chalk Too Much ASMR. Oh, I like that name. She's backed into a corner and she's wiping her butt on it. Ew. Now, has anybody tried? And be honest. I'm not saying this is a judgment-free zone. As I said yesterday, it is not. But has anyone placed the wash rag down and tried it? So full transparency, the sink downstairs, it wouldn't work for me. For those who don't know, I'm 5'4". I know I look 5'8", and my attitude gives gives like 6'2", but I'm 5'4". But you know, I give 5'8". So the sink downstairs, it wouldn't work because it's too tall. But the sink up here, I was able to put the rag down, and then, but I still had to kind of get on my tippy toes. So I don't get how she did it, because Amber is shorter than me. So I don't know how she did it. I wonder if it's because she has a really big butt, because I got a long back. For those who don't know, I got a long back. Everything, all my blessings is up here. So I got a long back. So I was just like, so I tried it in the upstairs bathroom. And I think because it was the upstairs sink, I think it's because it's shorter, I was able to get closer, but I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I guess, you know, every sink is different. Clearly, it's not like we have the same sink. So I'm not ashamed to say I sure did try, because that is so interesting. Crazy, actually. Just Jamie, thank you for the super chat. Jordan, Lauren, and Adam became one for. Oh, thank you, Just Jamie. I definitely got Jordan. I don't think I got Lauren and Adam. Lauren and Adam, thank you, and thank you, Just Jamie. Lauren and Adam, I know I got Jordan. Ready, set, EBTs, 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 EBTs. Let me do a little. No, I don't think this is gonna move the way. EBTs. You see the swing? See the swing? See the swing? See the swing? See this? Hey, hey. Oh, that's a little too close. Y'all get it. Thank you. My next scandal. The next time they're gonna try to cancel me is because of the titty shake. I promise you. I don't know who gonna fire up the first stream, but I promise you it's gonna start like this. Charlie Gold is getting members because she shakes her titties. How disgusting. And then I'm gonna just come on camera and really shake my titties just to prove to you how much I don't give a fuck. But thank you, Jordan. I mean, thank you, Just Jamie. Mercury, thank you, boo. You gotta drop the EB titties ringtone remix with Beyonce soon. See, that's what happens. I should have never told y'all she was my cousin. You don't know what project we working on. You don't know. Shit, you know, Act 3 is supposed to be out. You know what I'm saying? And my god sister Rihanna. I know we have been waiting for a long time for some music from her. Y'all know what I'm working on. Y'all know what I'm working on. And for anyone wondering, thank you, Mercury. For anyone who's going to sit here and wonder and question me literally after I just read you my journal entry, my very private one, if anyone's going to sit there and wonder how come I'm never credited on any of Beyonce's music, seeing that I work with her, I just don't want to be credited. It's simple. Thank you. Somebody's going to... They're going to commit me one day. I just know it. They're going to commit me. Valeria, thank you so much for the super chat. Nah, nipple gonna pop. Yeah. Valeria, it almost happened, baby. It almost happened. Honestly, maybe I should start wearing nipple covers if I still keep doing it. Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Thank you, boo. Jordan C, thank you for the super chat. As someone who was in a similar toxic relationship, seeing all the support for Beck is healing. Yes. And it's only going up from here. It's weird because Amber's actions is literally doing the complete opposite. Because I wish we could get paid off of community tab posts, because I'd go back and read it 20 more times. But we don't. It's fine. But what I'll do is just play a couple of Beck's videos later and just walk away. And that's no shade. Beck knows I do that. Oh, oops. What am I saying? And thank you again, Valeria. The crescent moon shirt looks more like a full moon on her big ass chest. Listen, don't know nothing. 50. Speaking of big ass chest, so I'm not going over it. I probably never cover it. But for those who didn't know, she did a try on haul. Not the video from today, but I think the video from 2 days ago. Bitch, if y'all knew the sizes, I think it was a 5 or 6X, 5 and 6Xs. Tell me why they were snug. Baby, the last thing you need to be worried about is your ex dragging you online when 5 and 6Xs, I think there was some 5Xs, I know for a fact there was some 6. If they are snug on you, you got bigger fish to fry. Actually, you too big for that quote. You got bigger whales to fry. You worried about the wrong shit. Like, hungry hippo. Thank you, boo. That community tab post is kind of a drag that hurts. Got her together, bitch. Got her right together. Thank you. All Beck wanted was Amber to leave her alone. She always felt superior to Beck, who was showing amazing growth. That because she finally experiencing the love she deserves. And Amber won't ever have that. Ever. Let's emphasize that. Amber won't ever have that. And low-key, Amber knows that. Amber might try to get something that is similar or seems similar to that by being controlling and abusive, but Amber will never have that type of genuine love. And that's probably what bothers her the most. How the fuck everybody done moved on, rebuilding their lives after being with that nasty, ooh, bitch. And Amber, you're still here. Big as fuck, lonely as fuck, bitter as fuck, and spiraling. Let's get back to this.
Bye. I don't care what you think. Like,
Aww.
just imagine being in a relationship with someone where both of you were equally awful and did wrong, but
both were equally awful. Amber was abusive. For her to even say that was wild. Again, she never meant the apology, nor did she mean any of the accountability she was trying to take.
they're like, I'm going to tell everyone all your personal things, that you were horrific, I was perfect, and I'm also going to lie on your name. Do you just allow that? Like, do you just allow that? No, you'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. I'll take accountability where it's at, but I also need to state that some of these things aren't true and you weren't perfect either. Like, anyone in my situation.
Again, Beck did not claim that they were perfect. She keeps repeating these talking points.
Would react this way. Period. Like, period.
Actually, no.
What was Mama Lynn's opinion of Beck when she stayed with you in Kentucky? So my mom liked Beck, but didn't like the aspect of Beck literally just having like free range of everything and anything. Like, Beck wore the pants in the relationship behind the scenes.
When Amber said this, I just pretty much threw my hands up. I'm like, oh, she's just going to say anything at this point. And here's the thing. Again, I'm not trying to come at this from an angle to disrespect Mama Lynn. But for me, Mama Lynn's opinion on this matter, on their dynamic, means fuck all to me. Mama Lynn is new to Amber's life. Let's be very clear. Mama Lynn is just getting to know their daughter that they failed when she was a child. So this whole idea of, I don't like Beck doing this, I don't like how Beck did this. Do you like that your daughter is abusive? And this isn't the only relationship? I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Oh, Beck having a debit card or whatever gave them too much free reign. Your daughter has had a lot of free reign herself. Abusing their partners with the Uber Eats app on this damn platform. That bitch got a lot of free reign. That's just very destructive. So before I hear about this, what's Mama Lynn's opinion on her daughter being abusive? It's simple. Mama Lynn barely know her daughter. She's getting to know her. I have friendships that are longer. I have friendships that I've had longer than Mama Lynn's been in Amber's life. Be fucking for real. And a woman who failed their daughter is going to tiptoe around certain shit. Let's be real.
1,000,000,000%. Like, I feel like I had no say in really anything.
Bullshit.
And my mom noticed that, and obviously my mom would talk to me about it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, my mom, yeah, never mind. But I don't really want to talk about my mom because a lot of people like my mom, but my mom has very bad opinions of Beck right now, very, very bad.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people are supportive of Beck, so I'm afraid of like people disliking my mom just based on like my mom hating Beck, if that.
Yes, remove Mama Lynn from the equation. And even if Mama Lynn shares opinions, I hope Amber doesn't bring it to this platform. Just remove her from the topic. This is not going to help in any way. In any way. Lux, and I'm behind on the members and super chats. I will get to you. I just want to make sure I focus on this too. Notice how narcissists make everything mutual. Nothing is ever their fault or both of their fault. The only defense is that it was mutual, not that they ever did anything. That, yeah. But Amber won't see it though, guys.
Makes sense because that just seems like how most of the freaking YouTube works nowadays. I would be crying. I'm past the crying era.
Because she noticed it no longer works. Okay? She has used every card she had, every bit of crocodile tears she had to muster. She is done. Now, mask off.
Now we're in the mad era. Now we're in the like, okay, my ex is just kind of like shitty.
I want everyone to take a sip of water. I'm not going to say alcohol. I want everyone to take a sip of water every time Amberlynn mentions something being shitty. And seeing what was just exposed, I don't know if she's trolling or just has no self-awareness, but the word shit would have been removed from my vocabulary long ago. As a matter of fact, every bit of brown clothing would have been even tan. I would have no earth tones in my wardrobe after people found out I wiped my ass with a wash rag. No, you wouldn't even catch me in earth tones. Shit, not part of my vocabulary, sorry. But it's Amber. It's crazy. I want to make sure. Valentina, white women tears are dangerous, and I think she knows. Yeah. Because that performance she put on last night. Thank you for the super chat. As a matter of fact, did Mr. Snowflake by any chance like say anything? I genuinely don't follow him. That's not shade. Like, did he say anything? I'll look in the chat to see. Your favorite Chubette, thank you for the super chat. Beck always had the juice and could have came out years ago, but Amber kept poking the bear. To be honest, if I saw the corner rag, I'd be be honest. Let me tell you. Let me ask y'all. A few years ago when we were, and thank you for the super chat. A few years ago when we were collectively sitting here dragging Amber for being smug over a platter of shrimp. Did you ever see us here? If you told me back then, I'd be sitting here talking about Amberlynn wiping her ass on a rag that belonged to their roommate's late mother and then throwing it away, I wouldn't have believed you. We were talking about shrimp rings, Burger King mukbangs, shit, rotisserie chickens, black leggings, shoes that had poor support. That's where we were. We have upgraded. God, I would have left the internet. Can't nobody tell me I'd still be on the internet. Lexi, thank you for the super chat. Has to be hard drugs. I've been smoking, period, for 15 years, and I've never been this delusional or dumb that I've been crossfading and I've never been. I'm telling you, Amber be looking for the wrong shit. She needs to test to make sure that meth still ain't in her blood. For real. Thank you for the super chat, Lexi Boo. Sounds like a you problem. Imagine being the bed bug and seeing Amber's shadow like an eclipse and ass plummeting towards you like an asteroid that killed the dinosaur. No, imagine. Ooh. But you know what? Bed bugs, though, they could live a long time. Imagine being the choker that Amberlynn picks up to put around her neck every day. Thank you for the super chat. Imagine being the leggings that you know she's about to squeeze into every day. And I get it. I get it. These are objects, these are items, they don't have, but you just never know. I want you to really picture Amberlynn coming down on you, picking you up, and putting you around her neck. Or you being the comb that she picks up to comb through her dirty ass hair. Or actually, you being one of her pets that she tries to cuddle. What have those poor animals smelled all these years? Oh my God. The way this is about to take such a sad turn. Let me shut up. Eric Airline, thank you, boo. Do you think a sink her ass do you think a sink her ass could reach was one the apartment search required? Stop it. Like when she was doing viewings for apartments, that's something she tested out. Could you imagine Amber? Oh my God, Eric, I got it. So Amber and Beck would go apartment hunting. Amber would talk to Beck beforehand. By the way, this is a whole scenario I'm making up. There's no facts here, but my wheels are turning and I got to paint you a picture. Amber and Beck would go apartment shopping, right? And Beck and Amber would speak in the car, and Amber would tell them, listen, make sure you take the realtor or the person who's showing us the viewing into another room and ask questions while I test the sink in the bathroom. Bitch. Oh my God. She probably left the house with wash rags to test it out. And she probably told the realtor, like, oh no, this is not our vibe. We don't like the neighborhood, when really the sink was probably too tall. Oh, we didn't like the kitchen, knowing damn well that bitch don't cook. She orders everything. Oh, we didn't like the kitchen, when really the countertop that she tried to, oh my God, do you think she left any cracks, any damages after a viewing, and they don't even know it was her hiking her big ass up on the... See, my wheels are turning. When my wheels start turning too much, I got to shut up. I got questions. What damage? You got to remember, 600 pounds of mass coming down on a sink. A sink is not meant to take that much weight, from my understanding. Oh my God. I know Eric and Ricky didn't never get their deposit back. I know they didn't. Katrina, thank you. Hey, here to say you're gorgeous and all as always, and F Amber. Thank you, boo. Is always fuck Amber from this moment on. Thank you, boo. Lux, probably. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. I wish I knew. Not y'all saying, please. Y'all know I'm right. Y'all know I'm right. Y'all know. Now y'all thinking it. You can't say the picture I painted wasn't something you... Come on. I need y'all to get with me. You know that made sense. Lux, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. Creamy, not Creamy Coochie. Hold the fuck up. Creamy Coochie 92. I know that's right. Ain't you lesbian? All right. Oh, respectfully, shit. Let me make sure I remember. I'm supposed to be responsible. As a Black lesbian, I don't trust Jade. I think she let Amber get away with a lot. You know what I mean. And Rihanna, girl, you mean Listen. Solange, listen. Let me be. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Creamy Coochie. And this sounds crazy that I'm referring to you like this, but Creamy Coochie, hear me out. The Watermelon Kisses poem that Amber was so comfortable reading out loud to us let me know a lot. I ain't forget about Watermelon Kisses. Because when Amber read that shit out loud, I was side-eyeing wifey for a minute. I said, bitch, get on my line. Like, I really wanted to be like, bitch, get on my line. This is out of pocket. And now I'm gonna curse you the fuck out. Because why the fuck she comfortable enough to sit her ass on this platform and write a poem about their Black girlfriend called Watermelon Kisses? Listen, so Creamy Coochie, I know. I still think there's a lot of fucked up shit that happened towards her, but Watermelon Kisses told me a lot. Lupe J, welcome, boo. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. I believe you've been a member before. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just breezing by, not just breezing by. Oh, I'm so shady. I thought you was being shady towards just breezing today, and literally, it's a saying, just breezing by. I need to stop always following mess because I automatically think it's shade, and it wasn't. Sorry. Thank you, and welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. Hey sis, it's Chris. Hi, Will. Of course, her mom wouldn't say anything that opposes Amber. She knows if it upsets Amber, Amber would cut her off. Literally, literally. That's what I said earlier. Literally. Thank you. Key. I'm so excited to catch my first Charlie Gold stream. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying yourself, even though I talk a lot. She's sharing your opinions. You're amazing. Keep sharing your opinions. You're amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna read this last super chat and then give me 1 second. The Petty Fetty. Hi boo. Hashtag Goldie. Hashtag Flavor. Flavor Flav. ALR is chicken microwave. Oh my god. I know if she had to cook for herself and didn't have Uber Eats, she'd probably be one of those. Thank you, boo. Now, before I get to Just Jamie and get back to things, we're just gonna go on a quick break. One moment. Where is it? It's the Amber one. Don't worry. It's the Amber one.
You ain't got enough of this fever. I know. I know. Nothing would remain, and you don't wanna go. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the end. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're taking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the end. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
Thank you for the updates. In the chat, I do see, or I did hear, or no, I literally read it. Let me get my mind together. I read that Amberlynn posted again on her community tab post because it's Amber and she don't stop. So we're gonna go over that real quick. Shout out to you. Thank you for the heads up, y'all. So let me bring that up. All right. So it reads as follows, and this was posted 2 hours ago. Thank you, everyone, for the sweet and kind messages. The support during this time means the world to me. Beck sharing their story of how I was controlling in nature is one thing, as I took full accountability and apologized privately multiple times years ago, and also now publicly. But sharing personal information during extremely vulnerable times that I'm shamed of to thousands of people would belittle me and attack me every single day just to paint me in a certain light is sick beyond words. Beck has reached a low that they promised they wouldn't reach, but the minute I stuck up for myself against the lies, they attack. I might be unhinged, and admittedly so, but they're manipulating their unhinged behavior behind a mask. I fell for the ooh, I fell for the manipulation before, but I'm not doing it again. The line that got me is as I took full accountability and apologized privately multiple times and the whole public thing. She really gonna stand on that. She's going to stand on that if it's the last thing she does. And also, here's my thing. These people behind the scenes, where are they at? Why don't they come forward? If there is any time to come forward and support Amber, this would be the time. Because me, I don't care if it's 1 against 20. If I support this thing, I'm going to be loud about it. I don't care if I'm getting jumped. But it's Amber. It is Amber. But yeah, she posted that 2 hours ago, y'all. 2 hours ago. Ugh. Just Jamie, Amber has an accessible apartment with low counters. That makes sense. I still don't understand how she spreads her ass cheeks. Thank you, Just Jamie. Saturn Moon, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Snowflake made sorry. Really, of every washcloth that appeared in Amber's, ooh, I might have to watch that. It counts as a response to me. I actually saw a clip on Twitter of Amber buying all these washcloths over the years. It was like I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 clips. And the crazy thing is, without this information, to me, it just seemed like she liked washcloths. But now knowing this and seeing even that short clip, not even referring to Mr. Snowflake, the amount of washcloths that this bitch has bought. Does anybody know if she's bought any washcloths post? No. During her relationship with wifey and post relationship, I know somebody's going through those videos as we speak. At least I hope they are. I hope they're doing the Lord's work, whether it be some shopping hauls and unboxings or whatever. We need to see how many rags she's bought in the last year or so. Lexi, I know what you're referring to, Lexi. Listen, I like to paint a picture. We in this together, Lexi. Why would you want me with these images alone? That's so boring. You know what I mean? Thank you, boo. Valentina, you got questions. I do not want answers. You do want answers. Valentina, you don't know you want the answers yet. We in this together. I want them damn answers. Okay? That's what I'm keep saying. This might also be a stretch, but I think she's jealous of every dynamic her exes had with their mom, so she would try to isolate. And the fact she's weaponizing her own mother against Beck is vile. I didn't even think about that because they did all have relationships with their mothers. Crystal's family took care of Amber, so Crystal, their dynamic with her dynamic with her mom. The whole situation with Destiny, the code red, Beck's mom. I don't know much about wifey, but I could only assume. That's crazy. That's a good point. Oh, Amber, could you imagine? Hey sis, it's Chris. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know why I keep saying your name like that. I think it's because I just like it. Not her leaving Booty Pebbles. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Booty Pebbles. Now we have to use that. Not her leaving booty pebbles on the bathroom counter like a troll of an ant, like a trail of an ant. Booty pebbles. Period. And y'all better not get upset at me. I am following the trend that Hey Sis, it's Chris just set in the chat. Booty Pebbles. Imagine if Amber, right? Say, imagine it like, you know how Amber, or you might not know, Amber was talking shit about Salty Crab also last night. Now, imagine her talking about any reaction channel. Bitch, if you don't get you and your booty pebbles out my fucking face, the fact that somebody can say that, oh my God, I would never log back into the internet. Like, bitch, go get you a wash rag and wipe them booty pebbles. You would never hear from me again. Not only because it's funny, it's accurate. Go wash my ass. Go wipe my ass with a no. Go wipe my booty pebbles with one of the rags. No, no, no. She also wore a chain necklace to the Roots Museum. She also wait. I don't know what that's in reference to. I feel like that's a vlog I missed out on. But thank you, boo. I mean, Foodie's got broke a counter that Shirley Amber's hiked up nasty cracked a few. Yeah, they didn't get that deposit back. There ain't no way. You remember Fit and Curvy when Chantel used to lift her 2 or 3 stomachs and put it on the That's the equivalent. Well, it wasn't to wipe, it wasn't for hygiene. So Chantel would lift her stomachs above the counter so she can like use the faucet, and Amber was hiking her ass on the counter so she can wipe. That's crazy. The fact that both of those girls was hiking up big ass body parts on counters for different reasons is wild to me. Do you know even at my biggest, I wasn't sitting there picking up just slabs of fat and okay, I'm gonna move on. Hex Barbie wondering if Amber backed her big ass up on everyone's counter as a guest at someone's house. Well, to be fair, she didn't really leave the house like that. But that's a good question. You know how Chantel left somebody's house and like shit all over the bathroom and left? What if Amber did do that at someone's house and left like streaks and they didn't figure, they never knew why. There was just shit streaks on their bathroom count. Oh my God. I don't know what just happened with my internet. It's crazy. Hopefully y'all can see me. I don't know what's going on. Spectrum better get it together. This ain't Amber. Let me just make sure I'm here. Sorry, y'all. Okay, this should be fine. Creamy Coochie, Charlie Jade only dates. Oh, you know, I did hear that, but I wasn't sure. I doubt she let her know, so I'm sure she got away with a lot. I'm from New York, team line. Okay. I did hear that. I just wasn't sure because I didn't want to dig into nothing that wasn't presented online personally. So that's crazy. Sorry, I'm just trying to pay attention to chat too. Sorry. Let me get back to this. Thank you, y'all. And by the way, I know I always fall behind and I'm trying to address as much as possible and keep up. Obviously, I'm not good at keeping up, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for your patience and thank you for all the support. I really, really appreciate it. Let me get back into it.
It's not that the hygiene stuff pissed me off the most. I think it's like the fact that like they weren't expecting me to like stick up for myself, and now that I am, they're like,
Projection.
how can I hurt Amberlynn?
Uh-huh.
And now they're doing things to try to hurt me. They're not hurting me. They're pissing me off, and they're making me like all the things that like I know about them. Like it's like on the tip of my fucking tongue because it's like if
Then say it. Then say it. And in a lot of ways, Beck is hurting Amber because Beck is hurting Amber's ego. Bad.
if you can sit here and be like, Amberlynn did this, Amberlynn did that, Amberlynn's so gross because of this and this and this and this, it's like, it makes me want to be like, Becky is not the person you guys think that they are. And this is what I know. It's like on the tip of my fucking tongue.
Say it.
Becky has always been extremely manipulative. And it's not just me that thinks that. It's everyone that has been in our life that thinks that. It's just a lot. It's just genuinely a lot. I think the reverse is the case, that they are finally sticking up for themselves, which you did not expect. No, it's the other way around, April.
April was clocking the fuck out of Amber.
100,000%. Would you get on a phone call with Beck on live? Oh, hell yeah, I would.
The fact that she was so excited to do that, and I believe Amber would get on the phone with Beck and try to berate Beck. But Amber don't realize as excited as she is and the way she is just letting this rage get to her, that would go left so quickly. One of the reasons why, number one, I don't believe for a second Beck would get on the phone with Amber at this point. But let's just pretend for a moment Beck would pick up Amber's call. The maturity and the growth that would come from Beck's side of the conversation would have Amberlynn look even worse. Amberlynn refuses to see that this is not going to go her way, no matter how many different things she pulls out of her ass. It's not going to go her way. Let it go. But she's going to continue because Amberlynn cannot understand and she refuses to accept that someone like Beck is getting the amount of support that they've been getting. And it sucks. If I could be a fly on the wall or a fly in her hair, because I'm sure she still gets bugs in there too, just to see the conversations that she's been having, the fact that we're going to get into it, that Amber even reached out to Beck's sister doing all this. Hold on, bitch. You saying all this and you're reaching out to my sister?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God, you have no fucking idea. I would do it live. I would do it private. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I would. We're tired. Imagine how I feel. Imagine how I feel. I love when we get to see the Amberlynn. This is the Amberlynn that has been pushed to her limits.
This is the Amberlynn that we only get to see from time to time. Mask is off. The bitch is nasty. Yes, this is a part of Amberlynn that this is the part that Amberlynn is able to hide a lot better than someone like Chantel. That's why for so long, at least I'll speak for myself, I was one of the people that was like, Chantel's worse, Chantel's worse. It's because Amberlynn can bury this side of her a lot better than Chantel. Like the rage Chantel did today, we've heard it a million times. She lacks that self-control. She's very reactionary. But Amber can bury this. Amber's going to be back to happy-go-lucky vlogs, Q&As, and twirling her hair and all of that. And we won't probably see this again. Well, I don't know, because Beck might have broke her. I ain't going front. But that's the difference. We don't get to see this as often.
The angry Amberlynn, the Amberlynn that is being lied on, that has personal information being spread about. This is the Amberlynn that has thousands and thousands and thousands of people attacking her.
Shout out to y'all.
Belittling her.
Shout out to y'all.
Bullying her.
Shout out
harassing
to y'all.
her.
Period.
Believing an ex-partner that is actually pretty shitty themselves.
Nope.
And again, this doesn't take away the accountability that I already took because
it does. It does. That accountability is null and void. Get the fuck out of here. It was fake to begin with, but absolutely, this takes away the accountability. Please be for real.
That still stands and will always stand and I'll always be apologetic. But like, things are now just becoming more shitty. Again, no pun intended. And I can say a million times over that like 2 people can be shitty in this situation. It doesn't just have to be one. I don't block for a question. I haven't blocked anybody. Everyone that I've ever blocked in my whole YouTube career is unblocked.
That is not true. I am blocked. And here's the thing. If you want to block me, maybe because I'm, more polarizing and, cutthroat, whatever. But don't say that. I'm blocked. We witnessed here on live stream that night when she said she unblocked everyone. I'm one of the people who's blocked. And if I'm not blocked, I must be one of the blocked words on her account. So either way, I'm blocked in some way. Because even when people were writing my name in chat, they had to write it in a certain way for it to even go through. So please be for real. Please be for real. Let me see. Yoga, thank you so much for the super chat. We'll share the burden with you, child. Period. Thank you. That's all I asked for, some support. Thank you. Lux, thank you so much for the super chat. Why is this not working? Okay. I think StreamYard just delayed or some shit. Imagine what it would take for you to talk this kind of filth about your ex from 5 years ago for money. That's what she won't ever try to connect. Do you know how much Beck has had to work through everything that she's put Beck through? Mind you, she literally said she was so grateful to Beck and everything that they did. Now her tune has changed. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. And the truth is, if Beck wasn't already healing and putting in the work, this would have sounded so different. Amberlynn still won't accept that Beck, this was light work. This is still grace. Because Beck could have come out swinging, saying some wild shit. And I'm sure there's still more Beck could say. But no, Amber just doesn't like Beck is speaking at all. Valentina, thank you. Shit stakes like a marble counter. Listen, marble countertop. Shit stains like a marble counter. Ooh. Yeah, that bitch could never use the bathroom in my house. I would just tell her to go to the woods like a bear. I told you she could. Was it her, Chantel, that said? No, it was Amber that said could be the new Charmin's mascot. I would tell that bitch to take her big bear ass to out back. That's what I would tell her to do. You want to use the bathroom? Go out back. Well, she would never be in my house anyways, but you get my point. Clown Trust, thank you so much for the super chat. It's like the meme of testing out furniture at IKEA, but it's Amber testing out countertops. You ever think Amber laid down on the bed when they were mattress shopping? I have so many questions, and I know Beck is not going to answer them because they're so petty, but I would love to know. Dungeon and Roses, welcome to the Gold Cluster booth. Thank you. Hey sis, it's Chris. She's hiding like an like an elephant behind a broomstick. That. Thank you. And she really thinks she's doing something. Let's see. Is that Oop in chat? Hold the fuck up. One of my bays is in chat, and I'll get back to it. Where's Oop? Where are all of you guys coming from? First Mew is back and Oop is back. What's in the air? Who sent out the smoke signal for y'all to come back? I am so happy. For those who don't know, Mew is bae. Oop is bae. They've been around for a while. And, people dip and leave and come back. And I get it. And there's, people have their lives. And this space can be toxic sometimes. So to see these names in my chat again, it's just like, oh my God. Like grass clippings. Thank you. Thank you for joining memberships and welcome to the welfare funds. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EB titties, EB titties, EB titties, EB. Oh, look, I could swing it. Oh, EB Listen, all I ask is when they try to cancel me for swinging my titties on stream, please stand by me, please. Please. Remember, I plan to take y'all with me during the surgery on IG Live because I'm not risking this platform. Remember, we're gonna go through surgery together. Because remember how Krishan gave birth to her son on IG? That's when I realized, oh, you can actually stream stuff like that on IG. So yeah, it'll be an IG Live special. We're going to do titty surgery, titty surgery, titty surgery. Okay, let me get back to it. I'm done.
Yeah, Beck had free range of all the money. 24/7. Even after we broke up for months. Oh, I can't. Beck said it themselves. If they did something so awful, tell them so they can say sorry. I might just text Beck. It's going to be 4 letters. All I have to do is text 4 letters, and they'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
That was some type of veiled threat. And I want Amber to know she can come out and say, because she tried to allude to it might be something illegal, whatever. I don't know what these 4 letters are, but Amber could come out and say that Beck was trafficking drugs with Pablo Escobar, and I'm not going to give a fuck. Genuinely, won't give a fuck. Don't care. So whatever it is that was so illegal, say it. And when she realized how much people don't give a fuck, she gonna be mad again and rage some more. No one expects some type of perfection from Beck. You don't think I know people or I fuck with people that do shit that's a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to see here, I told y'all, like, I'm still cool with street niggas. And when I say that, that means something specific. So, oh, what is it that Beck did that we're supposed to give a fuck about? Truly. Truly. What is it that Beck did? Either say it or shut the fuck up. I want her to say it so she could get her feelings hurt when people really say, we don't care. There's only a few things I can think of, and I would never put that on Beck's name that Amber can say where it's just like, oh, Beck square up. And I don't even believe any of that surrounding Beck's name. So either say it or shut the fuck up.
Like, I'm just so fucking fed up, bro. Like, I can't. And it's like,
exactly, Big Bone. We know Beck ain't perfect. Beck is credible, though. Simply put, screenshot of Amber, sit on it, wipe your ass with it, whatever it is you need to do. But read that comment.
What really started making me see Beck in like a completely different light after the breakup was like,
where are you all coming from? Are y'all in a group chat? Mary Beth Wiley is in my chat. Mary Beth, hey, are y'all in a group chat? Is this like a thing y'all planned? Everybody just comes back at once? Stabby Use, you around? Please come back. Because, like, at this point, where's everybody coming from? Oh my God. If you've been around for a while, you know who Mary Beth is. It's really weird to me. It's almost freaking me out how many of y'all are coming back. Amberlynn's abusive ass is bringing the community back together. Oh my God. That's crazy. See, some good is coming from this. Look at your stupid ass, Amber. Mary Beth, get comfortable. I'm so happy you're here. I know it's been a while. Oh my goodness. Très bien. Thank you so much for the super chat. Not her needing to count 4 letters. Dumb. Yeah, dumb at 55. She really did. And the thing is, at first when she did it, I thought, this is what I thought. I thought it was either Rafe or Eric, but she claims, which can easily be a lie, we don't know who the person is. I still think it's a lie. I don't necessarily think it's, I think it's Rafe. Because she was quick to read Eric's messages. So that's why I think it's a Rafe. Yeah, that's why I think it's Rafe. I don't know. But who knows? Can you see it, right? You see it, right? You see it, right? I don't know. This stream is about to get me in my feelings. This is weird. I love it.
like them actually defending Casey when Beck knows that I'm not lying about Casey. That's where really I'm like, they're just teaming up together because it's all for the money, and it's freaking sick. It is genuinely sick. Did they get paid for your 24/7 care? They had free range to all my money. We had the same, I was literally added on to their bank account. So I got a debit card where they already had one. That is where all my money was. So them saying that they didn't have one, didn't have access because I got something separate and private is a fucking lie.
This is the question I would like answered. I don't believe Amber, but entertain me. If Beck had free reign to all that money in the bank account, and we're going to look to see one of the screenshots she shows, there's 42,000, over 40,000 in that account. And later on in the stream, Amber said at one point there was 2 to 3 times that in that account. I want someone to explain to me if Beck had free reign, and I've asked this before, I'm going to keep asking until I get some answers. If Beck had free reign to that account, why would Beck's family need to set up a GoFundMe? That account had that money. I don't believe for a second if Beck's mother turned to them and said, hey, for the cancer, we need this. I find it hard to believe, and maybe I just don't have a good understanding. I find it hard to believe Beck would be like, no, just start a GoFundMe. Because if Beck had free reign, Beck could look at that joint account and be like, oh, I got it. I'm going to transfer it to you tomorrow. Say less. Why would Beck's family need to start a GoFundMe for money that Beck had access to just sitting there? Amber doesn't think. That bitch is dumb. Firefox, thank you so much for the super sticker, boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Bridget, I don't know why I just said it with that accent. Amber's rubbing off on me. Bridget, thank you so much for the gifted members. To all the new members, welcome. And if you are comfortable, get in the Discord. Thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you.
Straight up lie. Do you regret your relationship with them? I'm starting to, and that's really fucking sad. Like all of my fucking situations where I was vulnerable and like I trusted this person. That's the sickest part of it all.
Exactly, Jamie. Thank you for the super chat. Amber admitted in the past that she had an account for taxes. No way her controlling ass let Beck have control of the funds. She's delusional and lying. Literally. And I don't know. Sometimes, like, I get it. It's gaslighting. I get it. It's manipulation. But you know what it is? And thank you again for the super chat. You know what frustrates me with Amber? It's just like, she really looks at you and says, you're a dumb bitch, and I expect you to believe this. And I think that's one of the things I find so insulting about this. It's just like, you have to truly believe in your heart of hearts that we are this dumb for you to even try to spin this. That's what you have to believe. You have to believe that. There's no way, there's no other explanation. You believe we're this fucking dumb. It don't make no sense. Oh shit. Damn, Lux. Oh my God, thank you. Sorry. Threw me off. Whoa. Lux, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. And to all the new members, welcome. Again, if you are comfortable, get in the Discord. And thank you. Jesus. Y'all been really doing your thing. I really appreciate it. And I hope y'all know, like, I try my best. This is me going to tangent again. I really do try my best to show y'all my appreciation through the editing, the work I put into my channel, even the intros and all that. So this does not go to waste. That's why I be taking my long ass time to get this editing as precise as I can, because I know the support that I get. And I just want to make sure you could at least see the appreciation through my content, through my presentation, through, you know what I'm saying? Like something that Amberlynn can't understand. Anyways, her aside, pettiness aside, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Seeing that I'm back more so consistently. If you haven't caught on, I'm back and I'll be doing more. There's other things I plan to do. So I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the future. That's what I'm gonna say. I need to stop talking about my plans before actually getting them into motion, but I'm happy you guys are here. Someone in my Discord yesterday had said, yo, I remember when it was just 20 of us in here and it's damn near 400 of us. And that doesn't go unseen. It's just like, damn. And I got to make sure I keep the community I'm growing solid and make sure like I do some of the things I've been wanting to do for a long time. For those who don't know, which I don't think I've ever said it out loud, this corner of the internet took a nasty turn a long time ago. It's Battle of the Egos, Game of Thrones over train wrecks, and a lot of shit. I stick to myself because my goal is genuinely to rebuild something that even resembles what it used to be. Even though, yes, we're messy. Yes, there's a lot that could be criticized. But if I can rebuild some of what used to be there, I'll be happy. And that's why I cherish and I talk about my Discord so much, because it literally is going in the direction that I planned for it to go. And I think it's going that way because it's me setting the tone. And I'm part of some of the blueprints that are no longer around. And while everybody does whatever it is that they're doing, my goal is just to rebuild. And I appreciate y'all being here on the journey with me, because it's been a long 5 years, child. A long 5 years. Sloan, I've been with you since 2019. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. But that's why I get so happy. I subbed for so many people and stopped interacting with everyone. I only just got back interacting again, and it's so awesome. It feels healed again. That's the thing. Yeah, this space became one day I'm a really laid out because I think I'm one of the only people who could do it and also provide receipts. But maybe one day I'll really lay it out. But for now, I'm gonna just keep doing this, enjoy the community that's growing around me, and keep it good. Keep it good. This, you guys are solid as fuck. Solid as fuck. And I ain't gonna hold you. For a few years, I was just like, man, fuck this. This shit is dead. Like the shit that I saw going on, the things that people tried to pull. There's so much as viewers y'all don't know. Trust me, as viewers, there's a lot you don't know. But thankfully, I'm very strong, resilient, and still very much that bitch. So I'm gonna stick around. Because the truth is, when it comes to this corner of YouTube, when it comes to this community, I need to stick around. Because a lot of you bitches got way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. Exactly. Oh, exactly. Queer drop. Not exactly queer drop. I love that. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I love that. Thank you, boo. Let's get back into it.
Is I trusted them. Fucking just horrific. And no one's like processing that. You look, whoops. Gave her an ultimatum to get into a relationship, didn't let her get a job, social isolation, forced labor. You're a fucking idiot.
Oh my
Straight
God.
up idiot.
Let me run that back. We need to hear this again. Oh my God, Amber, take it down. Hold on, hold on.
To all my money. We had the same. I was literally added on to their bank account. So I got a debit card where they already had one. That is where all my money was. So them saying that they didn't have one, didn't have access because I got something separate and private is a fucking lie. Straight up lie. Do you regret your relationship with them? I'm starting to. And that's really fucking sad.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Like all of my fucking situations where I was vulnerable and like I trusted this person. That's the sickest part of it all.
Wait.
Is I trusted them. Fucking just horrific. And no one's like processing that. You look, whoops. Gave her an ultimatum to get into a relationship, didn't let her get a job, social isolation, forced labor. You're a fucking idiot. Straight up idiot. You're believing every single syllable that comes out of their mouth.
Take it down a notch. My God. Oh my God. Who pissed on her rotisserie chicken? Simmer down. Collect yourself, Amber. I was living for every moment of these because she snapped a few times. Pretty when you're drunk. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the Go Cluster. And I like your name. You remind me actually of a different person who used to be around here. But either way, thank you. And welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. Ooh. Idiot. I know there's so many sound bites that could come from this damn stream. Amber, why would you do this? Why? My money, but I'm not like that. Exactly. There's only one time she said we or our later on, and she highlighted it so much she wanted applause. She's like, you see how I said we? You see how I said we? And it's just like, bitch, you're that proud that you finally said we? Simmer down. And thank you. It's Coco.
Fuck you, because that's not true.
Oh my God, I forgot she said that. Oh my God. First of all, if I'm paying you $10 a month, I promise you won't be talking to me like that. I'm going to remind y'all this is a members only stream. Last time she told us, I think that was last week or the week before, she had 350 members. At this point, I'm sure it's more than that. So from her sitting there, doing nothing, giving nothing, but now spiraling, that's a minimum of $3,500 a month, not including her videos, not including them expensive ass $75 cameos. $3,500 minimum for this. And that's how you talking to them? You think for y'all who's members of mine, I would hope y'all wouldn't sit there and accept somebody talking to you like that. I'm taking my hard-earned money out of my pocket to give to you, and you think you're going to speak to me like that? Okay. Okay.
And like the lie about how they asked me to be their girlfriend is a fucking lie. Ooh, I'm just
I
so
remember that.
annoyed right now. Like, I feel like I should get off of here.
No shit.
I genuinely feel like I should get off here.
Girl.
Like, this whole thing has been so fucking shitty.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Okay, I'm going to make it very clear. I made this request yesterday. I need her to follow through. I don't care for this. I want running mascara. I want chins to fat. I gave clear instructions. This performance ain't given. And that's her problem. She don't listen. No. Mascara running, chin to fat, and quiver. Is that so fucking hard? Jesus. Exactly. She's wiping nothing. At least give us what we're asking for. It's not that hard. Kate, thank you so much for the super sticker, boo. Thank you. Can
we talk about how Beck clearly has a ghostwriter? Yeah, fucking ChatGPT.
Wrong, that's called healing. And ChatGPT is Amber's thing. Again, the projection. That's the thing. Her ChatGPT don't even know what angle to take with her. That's the problem. Because Amber, if she truly believed that, you use ChatGPT. You do it then. Amberlynn cannot handle somebody being more mature, getting more support, and really playing her at the game she thought she was controlling this whole time. Got played. That's why people call her a narc, because this reaction is wild. Danny, thank you so much. Not Biggie giving us Laura Lee tears. Ooh, listen, Laura Lee gave us more. Laura Lee at least gave us, the quivering voice. Laura Lee gave us more performance than this. That's crazy. If Amber starts wearing a gray sweater, and thank you again, boo. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, just bring it all the way home with the gray sweater. No. Painting another picture. Amberlynn wears one of her gray torrid sweaters, sits on her kitchen floor, Trisha Paytas style, and then goes off. Come on. That would be much better than this. She got to sit in front of the fridge, although I think her body would take up most of it, so we wouldn't realize the fridge was behind her. But it doesn't matter. She would be sitting in front of an appliance that you don't know is a fridge, but the point is she could sit in front of an appliance, sit on the floor. How she's going to get back up, I'm not sure, but that's not the point. The point is the performance. And then wear the gray sweater and go. Just the fear of her not being able to get off that floor could actually probably bring up some emotion out of her. So that is a good idea. Sit on the floor, because the fear of her not being able to get up, we'd get real tears. See why I paint these pictures? See why I paint them? I be knowing what I'm talking about. Charlie, you look amazing. Thank you so much, Nutty. Thank you, boo. I appreciate y'all.
Or the fact that their fucking partner is so controlling.
Oh, when she said this, I said, oh, it's mask off and gloves off too. Got it.
You know what? Fuck it. In my honest opinion, no one should be airing out problems that happen between a couple, even if they're a public figure. That just shows pettiness. It's better to move on and respect Amber's decision.
Remember she said that? Remember Amber said that?
Where's the one? So this was a message from my friend.
Oh, before we get to it, because I'm gonna let it completely play out and then give my thoughts. Hannah, title it Kitchen Floor Crash Out. Yes. Yes. See, we're doing all this work for her. That's the problem with Amber. That's why she don't grow. Other people come up with the best ideas for her. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now listen to this. Listen to this message that Amberlynn has no problem reading out loud, even though so many things shouldn't come to the internet if it wasn't happening on the internet and all that bullshit that she tried to say for how long now? And look at this. Ooh, again, Beck is a kinder person than I will ever be.
It is, if you guys have Snapchat, then you know, like, this is how it looks when you're on Snapchat, okay? This is talking about Beck. I'd exposed them. They lied about how and why our friendship ended. They admitted to staying with you for money when dating you. They lied about what they used that money people gave her for. They didn't get their car fixed. They went and bought weed and go out to on it. I don't know what that means. They are also lying about their fiance. We ran into, I don't want to like dox people, but whatever we call it. Ran into Beck's sister at Casa. She told us how horrible the fiance is and controls Beck. Logan and Lydia, which you guys saw on live stream forever ago, also told me about it. I've heard it from multiple people that how they speak to her. The fiance made Beck get rid of all of her Kate Winslet stuff. Won't let Beck speak to certain people, especially when the fiance thought Beck and Logan were sleeping together. I don't even know anything about that. That was shocking. Had to take Hannah and Rafe off of Facebook and delete their numbers, which is crazy behavior because they were in like a throuple in a relationship, and then don't even get me started on that. The girl Beck is evil, and on there demonizing you and singing their praises when they're the awful person, and is not supporting Beck in this whole crusade to get money off of you for the fiance to benefit. So that's all from a friend. The grammar's off a bit, sorry, and I'm also trying to respect pronouns, etc., etc. So that was a little confusing.
I don't give a fuck about anything that Amber just said. One of my main takeaways, though, Amber was so proud to try to announce and allege that Beck was once again in a toxic relationship. That's one thing that Amber didn't catch on to. So you're trying to accuse Beck's fiance of being similar to you. What are you so happy to announce these messages for? Because what it sounds like is you're alleging that Beck is in another relationship that's probably taking a toll on them. And I'm going to be very clear. I don't believe this shit. It's coming from two horrible people that now, it's crazy to me. What gets me is Amber's so upset that Beck's speaking to Casey and Destiny and they're coming together. What is this? These conversations, these private conversations. Y'all are getting together too. You're just mad that Beck has the balls to sit there and do it, at least on a platform. There's nothing to hide. They're speaking their truth. Amber wishes she could do what Beck is doing, be honest about it, and not have to lie, and still get the support that Beck's getting. Beck is getting everything that Amber wanted from this community while she sat there and leaned into fucking hate following. Beck is not attached to Amber anymore. Beck is proven that there's a lot of growth there. There's a lot of changes there. So yeah, the support is going to come with that. And shocker, for those who don't know, and specifically for Amber, Beck is morbidly obese. How come Beck is getting so much support? It's almost as if, no, not the hate doesn't come because someone's fat. That's something I didn't point out. Beck's morbidly obese. Where's all this support coming from? I thought we were supposed to all hate fat people. I know it's shocking. 'Cause I get support, but they don't like to point over here. Huh. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? She is such a joke. Hey sis, it's Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Your members are growing like her her washcloths collection. So crazy. I still think Amberlynn might have purchased more washcloths through the years than I have members, and that's the sad part. Because the washcloths, at least the ones I buy, that comes in a pack of like 10 or 12. And Amber at one point, at least through the clips I was seeing, she seemed like she was buying some like almost monthly. Ooh, just the image. Do you think she'd use 2 at a time? Maybe. Okay, let me shut up. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Kate, thank you so much for the super chat. As long as Amber is on some BS, we will always join that. Thank you, boo. AC, I appreciate you. I got a bad call. My cousin. Oh wait. Yes. I don't know why I got confused just now. I got a bad call. My cousin just died, and I got a man that would marry me in a heartbeat. Either one of these would get my ass pats or clout. She's mourning because she got found. That exactly. Just to obviously drive home what AC is saying, and again, sorry for your loss, boo. Everybody got some shit going on, and not everybody runs to the internet for ass pats. A lot of people just handle their shit and keep it pushing because that's their only choice. A lot of people don't have the luxury to sit their fat stink ass on a couch for a few hours and give absolutely nothing, be disrespectful as fuck, and collect thousands of dollars a month. People have to deal with their lives. There are people who lose loved ones and still got to show the fuck up to work the next day. There's people who lose loved ones and actually go through trauma and still have to mentally show up for their responsibilities, like their pets or their children's or their family. Amberlynn cries about so much, or fake cries about shit, and moans and rages about dumb shit, when Amber doesn't live a life that truly requires that much effort, that much energy. Not many people can say, hey, I'm going to throw up a quick 10-minute video and make a few $100s. Or, hey, I'm going to show you a screen grab on my fucking phone that shows a $42,000 balance in my bank account. That's not common for most people. And Amber takes all that shit for granted. Amber feels entitled to so much shit, especially when it comes to this situation. She's not used to hearing no. She's not used to not getting her fucking way. So now she's spiraling. Well, guess what? The rest of the fucking world got to deal with real shit. Deal with it. Take the L and take the stomping, bitch. Anyways. Woo, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Thank you, boo. Libyan, thank you. Do you think who do you think the friend is? I think it's Eric. It's Eric. It's Eric. Yeah. It got to be Eric. That's what I believe. She has had enough phones to Snapchat herself. I mean, true, but the truth is, Dana Mae, I think it's Eric. I don't think this is a made-up conversation. I believe it's Eric. And the fact that Eric has seen the amount of shit that Beck has gone through with Amber, Eric was one of the people, and I believe Beck saying this, who was encouraging Beck to leave. But you would still be friends with someone like this? I could stop a friendship over here and still say fuck you because I saw how you treated that friend that I no longer fuck with. See, I could keep the energy in both directions. Eric's a clown. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat, guys. Chicken tenders, thank you so much, boo. Remember, Amber used to flex carrying $1,000 cash. No, chicken. I'm pretty sure it was $1,500 cash. I'm pretty sure it was $1,500. Because I remember the thumbnail where she had the cash in there. And she was like, yeah, I carry this much cash. And I remember talking about that. Your big, unhealthy ass who only can waddle at best is stating on a public platform with thousands to see that you carry that much cash. You're asking to get robbed. Because what the fuck are you going to do? Dumb as hell. And thank you, boo.
But it's like, I feel like most of these things, I just need to make like a decent like sit down video. But like I have like a lot of like different screenshots, but it's just like I feel like I'm genuinely going insane. I genuinely feel like I need to go to a mental hospital for a second because I feel like I'm going crazy. Like
Check in somewhere, check in anywhere. Clown.
and here's like a screenshot of me saying, hold on me. I was like, in the nicest way possible, I'm turning off the Amberlynn Reid Bank. Yes, I would say stuff like that.
Please.
I even told my brother that he can no longer ask me for money. I do way too much and deal with way too much hate to constantly have to give money to others. I'm becoming so stressed out. You have no idea, because I'm telling you, everybody in Beck's family would ask me for money, and I would always say yes, because like, and it's just sad though, because after we broke up, it turns out they didn't even like me, and they were having interventions for Beck to leave me, all while like literally constantly asking me for money, and I was giving it. Like that just like genuinely breaks my heart. Might I add, can we make sure we notice that part? I say
She is stuck on this point right here because she finally said we, and she just wants us to all acknowledge it, and I guess applaud her. Go ahead, Amber.
do we, because if we didn't share a freaking bank account, I would have said, how much money do I have in the bank? No, do we? So there's another.
I made sure to freeze it here. I want to repeat again, $42,000 in that account. What the fuck does she expect us to do with that information? How much money do we have in the bank account? What in the bank? What is this receipt supposed to prove? What is that receipt supposed to prove? It's not a receipt. It is a screenshot of an entitled big fat ass troll online asking their caretaker how much is in a specific account. And I just want to point out, for her to have $42,000 in the bank at one point, I don't know what she got in her bank account right now, but get your fucking nails done, get your hair trimmed, and just get your life together. And I've said this before, and I know for a long time people didn't believe me. The amount of money Amber used to bring in is crazy. And she did nothing with it. And I used to say this, Amber could have flexed on us like crazy. Really flexed on us. Like, oh, I got this membership. I got this trainer. I got this meal delivery service. I wouldn't even be mad. Like, oh, baby girl, you making $25,000 a month, $20,000 a month. You got this person in your corner. You taking care of this. And you just closed on a property. Baby, I can't even be mad. At least you doing the right shit with your money. She didn't do that. What did we get? What did we see her spending her money on? Granted, it's her money, but look at her stupid ass now. Journals, Torrid, stickers, earrings, tackiness on top of tackiness, fragrances on top of fragrances to cover up her nasty ass smell. Now we know, an abundance of washcloths. Imagine doing all of that. Do something for yourself. I wouldn't even give her so much shit. I'd still give her shit, but not that much shit if she even had a dope ass skincare routine. The truth is, one of the reasons I've talked about this before, one of the reasons I don't lean into talking about the skincare that I use is because I literally budget for my skincare. I ain't gonna hold you. My skincare routine is not cheap, but as you can see, it's worth it. I invest in myself. I may struggle in certain areas of my life, but there's certain areas in my life that I still make sure to invest in. Again, we don't need to pick every single struggle there is. Like, my nails need to be done, but they filed, they look good, the cuticles look good, all that shit. Like, I still invest in myself in some way. I'll be damned if I'm going months without washing my hair or bathing or just sitting up here looking crusty. Are you crazy? I bathe regularly. I shower regularly. I smell good as fuck. And at the very least, if I'm struggling in this area, I could at least take care of this. I could at least do that. Amberlynn was making all that money and had nothing to show for it. Do you know how long ago that bitch should have been in whatever salon chair that could fit her to get a trim and a balayage, get a nice hair treatment, a nice hair mask? Bitch, you didn't even do that. Really? Stickers, earrings, trying to keep up appearances with your slave that now you're mad at that they're blasting you. Be for real. Crazy. Where's the comment? Exactly, petty when drunk. That's the thing. And that's one of the. Okay. There's been many different times. If you go back in my videos, I have moments where I just am very hard on Amber. One of the reasons I leaned in, outside of other reasons, one of the reasons I leaned in on Amber, honestly, is when I started getting my YouTube checks. My views were similar to her. My checks were looking a certain way. And then I realized, oh, this is what you're getting paid. Well, she was getting paid more, obviously, but this is what you're getting, or quotes, or you're getting more than this, and this is what I'm getting. And you're talking down to these viewers. You can't even be appreciative. You can't even show respect. I started dragging her even more. After I got monetized, it was up from there. Because then I had numbers to back it up. Yeah, she had more numbers than me, but even what I was making was like, whoa. So you're making more than this, and this is how you're talking to these people? Okay. That's one of the reasons I made sure to stream her shit in my Discord. Because you're going to be disrespectful. You don't give a fuck that these people pay for your life. You don't give a fuck. Let's not forget, Amber's the same bitch who sat on this platform and was like, oh, I was able to pay for weight. I could have paid for weight loss surgery cash, $30,000. Can many of y'all say that? Can many of y'all sit here and be like, oh, you just got 30,000 floating around to pay for some shit? But she's going to sit there and be disrespectful. She's going to sit there and say, it's okay if I manipulate and gaslight my audience. You wouldn't have the life that you have. If Amber didn't have YouTube, one of two things would happen. She'd be dead somewhere, clearly, or she'd be hoping to get approved for some type of assistance. She wouldn't be working. Do you see this bitch? What job do you think she's going to keep? Even a stay-at-home job she would struggle with. Be for real. Mad annoying. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to... Okay. Lux, thank you so much. Imagine your loved ones bought this home. That she is so delusional. Thank you for exposing her. Listen, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just chopping it up with y'all. The truth is, all I'm doing is giving my opinion and making sure when it comes to this topic, I prefer my delivery. And that's no shade to nobody else. I prefer my delivery. When it comes to bitches like this, yeah, I tap in. I tap in. And again, no disrespect to anybody else who delivers it differently. No disrespect. Thank you so much, boo. Coco, she flexed my her jaws with Cheesecake Factory. That, remember that trip to Lexington? Remember that bullshit where they sat in the hotel room and ordered food on top of food? And who do you think paid for that Lexington trip? As much as Amber want to be like, oh, it was my money, I did that. That money came from where? The same following that you sit there and still try to manipulate. That money that she spent on that trip, that was a drop in the bucket. If you think that was some type of planning that went into that, nah. Amberlynn could have easily taken any trip. Do you know what $20,000, $25,000 could do for somebody, especially somebody with no kids? But she want to sit. Let me shut up. The Petty Fetty, thank you so much. Oklahoma has a mental health facility. I work there. Listen, don't dox yourself, number one. And number two, Amberlynn's never going to want help. Amberlynn is never going to want help. Are you kidding? She knows it all. You see somebody like Amber actually genuinely getting help. That's why this therapy talk, please. The minute the therapy doesn't fit her narrative, or she's asked to do something that she can't talk her way out of, or put in work that she can't make excuses for, she's gone. She's gone. Clever B, thank you so much for the gifted members. Thank you for the 10 gifted members. New members, welcome, and get in the Discord if you are open. Thank you. Jeez, thank you. All that money and she wears the same 4 shirts. I'm not saying certain things are everything. You don't have to wear designer, none of that. Listen, if you've been following me for a while, I love me a Goodwill outlet. I love me a Ross. I love me a Didi's. But I also like quality stuff. Let me get back to this. But yeah, here's 42,000 sitting in that account. And I promise you, she said later on she's had almost 3 times that in an account before.
I have so many screenshots. I just want to put this all like together in like a cohesive manner because people are complaining that my live streams just aren't good enough.
They deliver nothing. But carry on.
Here's some screenshots from some, I don't want to say who, so I'm just going to take that part off. So me and a shared friend, we were talking. This was January 9th.
Remember the popping, the static is her on her end.
2024. They said learning Beck was just a user has really opened my eyes to shit. And I replied and said, why is Becky?
Oh, I'm so happy I read the chat. Can we throw some love in the chat for Alien Holly, please? Happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday. And the fact that you're spending any part of your birthday with me, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Happy birthday, love.
Like this. I'm sorry she used y'all too. And he said, I'm a firm believer in smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. I can't say that word. So I'm thankful to experience this lesson, but at the same time, I'm like, whatever, man. I said, it just hurts that they want to do this to me. I don't talk about them online. I don't understand. And then our mutual friend at the time said, they're just lazy and don't want to work. You're an easy for her to get paid and also for her to play victim. So there's proof of that. This was, yeah, I told you guys, January 9th.
What is this supposed to prove? Help me. What is this supposed to prove? Anyone? Break this down to me like I'm 5. And then she gets frustrated at viewers who are essentially telling her the truth. Like, bitch, this don't mean nothing. So dumb. The petty fetty, thank you, boo. I never doxed me. Gypsy is more danger than ALR. Fair. Thank you, boo. Fair. Amanda, thank you for being a member for 6 months. What a witch. People think she is not. What a witch. People think she is not an abuser just because she is a woman. She is a monster, point blank, period. That. The thing is, too, and I've said it before, Amber would be worse if she was a healthier BMI, if she had more mobility. Amber would be worse. So her sitting here at over 500 pounds, almost 600 when she was doing even more damage. Imagine Amber at 250 pounds. Imagine her at 200 pounds. All she wants to do is be a victim, deflect, manipulate, and continue to abuse and do what she does in peace. Now, after everything coming out, baby, there is nothing Amber can say. People are on her ass. This is going to follow her. I've said it already. I just want to repeat it. This is going to follow Amber. It is what it is. She just won't accept it. Stories and stories. Thank you so much for the super chat. Charlie, you're amazing. Stay on Amber's neck, love. Oh, I got my big ass foot on that neck. I'm wearing socks though, because that neck is dirty. No, I'm lying. I'm wearing Tim's. I want to leave an imprint. Thank you, boo.
2024. That I am not the only person that Beck has used. Sorry, there's so many words right now, and I'm having to read so many things. I'm getting confused.
I know when you got to spit out that many lies and try to rewrite history and manipulate. I could understand her being confused. It makes sense.
Again, I respect pronouns. I am genuinely overwhelmed. I am anxious. A lot of people are watching me. I am confused. I am flustered.
Loveless. Let's take away the shit show that the stream is. People are paying $10 a month for this. She's getting a minimum of $3,500 a month for this, and she can't even buy a mic to sound decent. Yeah. A minimum of $3,500 a month, which means she's probably clearing a minimum of 10,000 a month right now. She could get it off of Amazon. She ain't even doing that. She ain't even doing that.
That is literally genuinely the only thing. So, Beck has never wanted a job. That is genuinely the shadow of, like, genuinely the thing.
That bamboozled.
And I've tried to say multiple times, like, get a job. And it's like, how can Beck sit there and say, Amberlynn wouldn't let me get a job, but then at the same time said, I did have a job. I did Uber. It doesn't make sense. Like, I was super controlling of
Just a
their
reminder.
time, of like their energy. I always wanted them near me, like, always. Like, it was crazy, and it was, I'm able to admit that, and I'm sorry for that, and that's wrong. Beck is their own individual, their own person, and they could do whatever the fuck they want. And for some reason at the time, it felt like I needed them always. And I'm able to realize that I was not perfect. Okay, I'm gonna calm down for a second. I'm gonna give myself time to breathe, read the chat. I'm sorry, but what in the world does a partner get paid to be a partner? Exactly. Like, there was never like a, oh, you're my employer, so there was never that. It was, we're girlfriends. You see that I'm having a hard time. My weight has gotten bad. You're supposed to be in love with me. I make a lot of money while still having this debilitating thing about my body because of my size. Like, it's hard for me to do things, but you're there for me and I appreciate it so much. And like, you have free range of my money. It was very much like, I make the income. You don't have a job. You can get one if you want, which I stated 9 million different.
That is a lie. There is no way Beck could physically be there to do the things that Amber needed and still have a job. That does not go hand in hand. It is impossible. Unless Amber's bathing once a month and Beck was cleaning up maybe once every 2 weeks, it would have been impossible. The smells that would have come from that house. Be for real. It is so annoying she's still trying to push this because it's bullshit and she knows it. She knows it. Oak, thank you for the super chat. When she was with Casey and Crystal, she was physical. That behavior would have continued with Destiny and Beck if she had mobility. It would have gotten worse. And let's not leave wifey out of it because according to Alexis, Amber told her that she also hit wifey. So imagine if she had more mobility. Jazz, thank you for the super chat. She's not confused. She doesn't respect Beck's pronouns. If she can remember to change Jade to Feline, she can. Ooh, she can do it with Beck. It's simple. I didn't actually think of that, and that's a very good point. Very good point. Mercury, thank you for the super chat. I realize she's doing exactly what Beck said she does. She cries. She says she'll change, make false promises to get her way. It's not working anymore and she can't handle that and she's losing it. It's almost as if Beck was with Amber for years and has been able to point out these patterns and Amber's just proving them right. Interesting how that works, right? Ain't that a little interesting? Wow. But no, remember, we're the idiots. We're the idiots who just doesn't see it her way.
Fucking times. Oh, like, the whole thing is just so, like, have you guys noticed that, like, they literally can't keep a job? I haven't been with them for almost 5.
The nerve of Amber to say that. If Amber wasn't the big ass, big back freak that she is online, what type of work does she think she'd have? Please be serious. And yes, guess what? When you take years off of the work field to take care of someone, guess what? It's not easy to use that on your resume. You got to explain that gap. You have to explain that gap. What would Amber be doing if it wasn't for the freak that she's been online and getting paid for it? Oh, you don't notice she can't they can't keep a job, bitch? Fuck you. What job could you do? That bitch would be on disability if she got approved. That's what she'd be doing. She damn sure can't keep a stay-at-home job. Be serious. Amber would be pulling the same shit Rosie pulling. Oh, my mentals, my anxiety. Please be serious. She has so much nerve. And the thing is, Amber is so far removed from reality because she's been making this money for a long time. I don't think a lot of viewers realize how long Amberlynn has been making at least $10,000 a month consistently. At least. Some months over 20,000 for that.
5 years, 4 years, whatever it may be, and they literally cannot keep a job. That has nothing to do with me. I have not been with them in forever. Sorry, I'm literally popping off at the seams. I need to like literally calm down. I'm having an actual cannot regulate my emotions type of deal right now. Salty crab is
Chicken, thank you. I like how Amber says my weight's bad. Like her weight isn't her fault. Like it's normal to make your partner a caretaker. Exactly. It's not. It's not. And that's the exact dynamic that Amberlynn wanted. And she's just mad that it didn't work out in her favor. Amberlynn was happy to have Beck walk out that door with fuck all. She was too happy.
gonna have fun with this one. Salty crab. When I found out about that one, I went and watched one of their videos, and I'm telling you, they kiss Beck's ass so bad. I'm surprised they don't have shit on their nose. No pun intended.
I don't know, Salty Crab, baby, why would you even say something like that at this point? Genuinely, why would Amber say some shit like that? Amber is doing this and spiraling, and you can tell with the neck and the movement, she thinks she's eating too. Like, oh, no, you sound a fucking fool. But I will say this: she knows whose name to say out there, because she was hinting about Discord streaming. And baby, one thing about Amber, she don't say my name, bitch. She's allowed to. Let me be clear, she can. But remember, my clapback sounds very different. My clapbacks, I make sure you feel it in your gut. So keep it to the ones you talk about, bitch. Keep it there.
Sorry. I mean, I say that about all the reaction channels, actually. Like, they're not nuanced. They genuinely cannot think for themselves. They only can think one way. Amberlynn is bad. That is literally it. And that's like scary. That's genuinely scary.
It's true though.
All right, I need to calm down. Whew. What do you do for your hair now? Do you stay on top of it, or do you need help brushing it? Still no shade at all. I do everything myself. I live by myself.
That means she is taking care of herself about once a month, because Amberlynn is still close to the size that she was when she openly said she was not able to care for herself. So did she become more flexible? Did her limbs grow, or did she get tools? Because if she said she bought tools and a bidet and things like that, I could understand. But let's be clear, you're still struggling then. And next time she does another perfume haul, because she does one almost monthly where she talks about different perfumes that she buys, baby, I would put those to the side, because now we know those things are working overtime for a bitch like her. So if she does everything herself, then I could only imagine what that seat smells like, what that part of the couch smells like when she gets up. She should have just ignored that question.
I literally live by myself. I do everything on my own. Like, yeah, I'm just a normal human.
And the thing is, cats with guns, Amber makes enough money to lose those deposits. That's the truth. Who knows what she's destroyed through the years, but Amber makes enough to lose those deposits. This is the same Amber, I think in this stream, I didn't keep it in there. I think it was in this stream, or it might have been the public one, where she said Anytime they needed a plumber for something she caused, she paid for it. Bitch, first of all, how many times did y'all need a plumber? What the fuck were you doing? Yeah.
Human who's fat and things are hard, but I do everything by myself. Gloom girl, Beck was not good to me.
Oh.
Wait, I'll just zoom in.
Let's remember this is Amber's words from a few days ago.
Okay. I'll just read it. I just want you to know that I was in love with you and I was heartbroken. And I even am now. I wrote this to Beck, by the way. I even am now as I am realizing I am losing someone I thought was family. I truly think you are one of the best people I've ever known, and I would be grateful for you till the day I die. You were there for me during the most hardest times of my life. I will continue to be sorry for everything hard I put you through. I will forever miss you, Becky. Truly.
So Beck was never good to her? That text message that Amber said says differently. You know, so crazy. I try to keep that image out of my mind. And I know you probably thinking you got some nerve with all the images you put in our mind, but like, oof. And now that, oh my God. Oh my God. You think they had a detachable hose that, yeah, at her size, I would hope they had a detachable hose that she could reach and it still wouldn't reach. Thank you for the super chat. Dana Mae, thank you. This is too much bullshit energy for someone whose enemies will most likely outlive them. That.
We had good moments, and we had bad moments. I was good to them sometimes. I was bad to them sometimes. They were good to me sometimes. They were bad to me sometimes.
Abuse, abuse, abuse. I know that's a word that keeps escaping her.
So that's awkward. Get off. This isn't good for you. This is therapeutic. I was in a horrific headspace today, but
for those who don't know what waffle stomping is, it is on screen. Actually, let me read it. Waffle stomping, someone who shits in the shower and tries to stomp it down the drain. Abusers admitted to doing this. Oh, abuser admitted to doing this. You're welcome. I'm gonna press play. That wasn't my visual, just reading it. That's it.
And I even told my friend today, I was like, I think I'm going to cancel my live stream. And then I knew in like my gut that like genuinely a large portion of people wouldn't understand. And I would be called a failure and everything else. So I'm here while having a horrific day. And I thought this was going to be better for me, but like, I feel absolutely without a doubt attacked. And I am attacked. I am being attacked by thousands of people.
Oh my God.
Over lies, over things that genuinely are not true, over things that are true that I feel remorseful for and that I wish like we could move past, over things that like are personal, are
plagued bearer, same. Again, you couldn't waterboard half of this shit out of me.
Literally personal that I trusted someone with. It's like, what the fuck do I do? I don't know why you're not saying what Beck did. She didn't hold back on you. Say your piece, because it's so fucking bad that like I genuinely Why would you say her partner is controlling? I didn't say it, honey buns.
You read out a message that implied so much. The fact that she said, I didn't say, bitch, fuck you. You just sat there and read out a whole message of all these allegations that you can't back up because it's simply a text message from a bitter friend who's a piece of shit and fake as fuck, just like you.
Someone said it that knows them and their situation. I didn't say it. Like, I haven't blocked anyone, but I genuinely will. Like, I genuinely will, and I'm not joking. Like, I understand you paid to be here, but paying to troll or paying to invalidate or paying to, like, be patronizing, etc., etc. Like, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not. Like, I'm not in a good headspace. Like, you can clearly see that. And I'm, like, trying my very hardest to, like, stick up for myself. And if no one is like, if you're not in support of that, actually leave. Like, genuinely leave. Like, if you can actually look at this and be like, Amberlynn does not have a right to speak, then leave.
The fact that Amber thinks at this point she can activate a hug box is ridiculous. Please.
Understand you're a paying member and I appreciate you very fucking much. Like, I will Venmo you the $5 back, but I cannot have people who
It's
do not
$10.
support me standing up for myself.
I know it was a slip. She corrects herself later, but she said $5. No, bitch, it's $10. And this is what you're giving them.
For too fucking long. My whole actual life, I never fucking stood up for myself. As a kid, whether it be in school, my parents, it doesn't fucking matter, foster homes, this and that, never stuck up for myself.
And that's still no excuse to be an abuser today. Fuck off.
All the fucking haters in the reaction channels, the minute I try to stick up for myself, I'm gaslighted into believing and thinking that I shouldn't do that. And now I have a fucking ex who's literally torturing me.
Beck speaking out is torturing her. Like, really look at this performance. Beck is torturing Amber. But Beck wasn't tortured washing them shitty rags. Beck wasn't tortured wiping her big ass for a long ass time. Beck wasn't tortured being their damn servant. Beck wasn't tortured cleaning that feces infected room in the litter box. Beck was tortured doing the pick thing and choosing and all of that. But Beck speaking their truth and saying all the things that we didn't, well, confirming a lot of things and expressing and exposing a lot, that is torture to Amber. This is the same Amber who's would wake Beck up in the middle of the night for shit. That's torture. The same Amber who would shout for Beck and bang on the walls if Beck was taking too long, especially when Beck was hiding out in the fucking bathroom just to get some peace. That Amber feels torture. Good. Let's see. This, let me see. I'm just trying to get. Reading third-handed text as proof is not the own Amber thinks it is, but she's going to keep repeating it until you believe it is. That's the problem with Amber. That is the problem with Amber. She's just going to keep repeating herself. That's why most of the stream was repetitive. And thank you for the super chat, boo. Fenris, Amber posted a video on September 19th on her packing to visit the feeder, and in her closet, she had a suspicious amount of washcloths. So I will be looking for that. Thank you, because I know I have that a video downloaded. So if she's taking care of herself, yikes. And that's the problem, Amber, because I'm sure there's somebody working on a compilation of wash rags. Actually, I think someone mentioned Mr. Snowflake got a little something going on. And now, because of you, Fenris, hopefully I said that right. Thank you for the super chat. I will be going back to that video my damn self. Thank you. Hannah, thank you for the super chat. Amber was taking diabolical dookies. Wait. Hold up. Hold on. I need y'all to remember this is my first time reading these things. Give me a moment. Amber was taking diabolical dookies in the shower and pig stomping them down the innocent drain and flushing gas station rags down the toilet. Jesus. Hannah, you came in swinging. Give me a second. Fuck. Thank you for the super chat. This super chat alone, I promise y'all wouldn't hear from me for about 3 months. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Fuck that. Oh my God. Sounds like a you problem. She sounds like a breaker from the Muppets when she does the high-pitched cry. It just sounds so bad. I'm telling you, she's in the wrong field. She should have tried acting. But then again, no, I take that back. That would have been a whole different. Could you imagine a PR team representing Amberlynn Reid in any field outside of this, or even represent her here? Thank you, boo. Thank you. Sounds like a you problem. Oh my God.
Like, so if you do not think that I have the right to do this, then leave. Like, genuinely, leave.
Sky Ethereal. Time yourself out. Diabolical dookies. I used the wrong rag. To the corner. To the corner. You are out of fucking pocket. Diabolical dookies. I used the wrong rag. Y'all will never see the pearly gates. Oh my God. I literally glanced down and I'm like, I know I didn't read what I just thought I read. Like, I'm going to get back to this. Oh my God. I'm not going to lie. That almost took me out.
Like, it's just fucking wrong. It's actually awful. There's no proof that they had free range to buy anything. Did you see everything that they had? They had the coolest, sickest, like, whole room decked out. There wasn't a single piece of wall that you could see with posters and games and cool shit. And like, her closet was so fucking jam-packed full of shit and clothes and hats and this and that and movies and like, literally, are you joking me?
That still doesn't prove they had free reign. And the free range thing is really annoying. Please say free reign. Please, I am begging. Oh my goodness. Lady, thank you so much. Watching Amber switch between emotions, personalities in seconds is just as terrifying the second time around. Yes. Yes. Especially when she got to even more serious topics. Thank you, lady. Thank you.
Like, you have fucking got to be kidding me. I would use bank statements as proof. I wish I fucking had them, but I don't have that account anymore.
She can actually request it. It's a bit of a process, but she can request it. And they can go back a decade and possibly further.
Beck's sister still follows Amberlynn on Instagram. If my sister was being abused and we held interventions about it, I wouldn't follow them. Me and Beck's sister talked a lot after me and Beck broke up. Even when Beck was doing those live streams with Logan, like, me and their sister were still talking on a friendly thing. I was actually just blocked by Beck's sister 1 day ago on Facebook because I thought we were still on like friendly terms, because we were. Like, they would say, I love you, we're doing good. Like, we would open up. Like, they opened up to me about an abusive relationship they were in.
When Amber said that, I said, bitch, I don't know Beck's sister. From my understanding, Beck's sister is not a public figure. They're not somebody on the platform. Why is Amberlynn telling us about an abusive relationship that they've been in? Some people go through that and wouldn't want that to be public. No matter who they're friends with or who they used to be friends with. When Amber said that, I said, oh, you really, really don't think before you speak. God, she's fucking stupid. It is weird to me. Thank you, Amen Boo. Her crying makes me laugh. An actual joke. Truly. I have not felt bad for Amber crying in years. In years. That's one of the reasons she should stop crying, because literally most of us laugh at her. Why would you sit on this public platform and cry like this? Thank you, Boo. Shiny Seal, thank you so much for the super chat. Rage against grandma stuff. I used the wrong word. Rage against grandma stuff. I used the wrong word. That's another reason I could not speak to her. Hell no. Hell no. And let's not forget, Amberlynn was throwing them rags out. Whether she knew what they were connected to or not, you knew those weren't yours. Do you know how entitled you have to be? Thank you for the super chat. I would curse her out. More than curse her out. Clunkles Recall, thank you for the super chat, boo. Ever wonder if the corner of the sink might break off or get. Ow. Or get lodged into. Or get lodged into her. That's what I'm going to say. I think she's definitely cracked a few sinks for sure. There's no way you're telling me 5 to 600 pounds coming down on the corner of a sink has never done damage. Forget what's left behind. That's a different topic. There's no way Amber hasn't done damage. And if she didn't do damage, who the fuck built that house? What material is it made out of? Stone? Be for real. Thank you, Clonkos Recall. That don't even make sense. Oh my God. The things that that house went through while she is dangerous. That was intentional as fuck. Exactly, D. We don't know this woman. For her to sit there and be like, oh yeah, she went through this. That is not your place. That was not her call. May I remind you, Beck is on this platform speaking about their experience, their own experience. And Amber decides to sit here and out their sister and put her shit out there. Oh, I would. Let me shut up.
And like, it was crazy. And I was like giving advice and I was like, you don't deserve that. Like, I don't have to go into personal detail. And then, so I saw their Facebook status like a few days ago and I messaged the sister and I was just like, you're in my thoughts. I saw, your Facebook status. I hope you're okay. And then next thing you know, I'm blocked because I actually went to message Beck's sister because I was like, actually, do I still have it up on here? Well, I might have it on here. I might not be able to click it, but I was messaging actually today. I was messaging Beck's sister saying, I understand I wasn't the greatest girlfriend, but why is Beck lying? Because I thought me and the sister were still cool. I thought we were still friends. I thought we were still there for each other. So I was like, I had this whole paragraph. It was worded better than what
I just want to put this on screen because I guarantee you it happened 50% of the time. Correct. Sugar pills. What if the rag fell off and she raw dogged the counter? I'm confident that happened at least 50% of the time. I'll give her 25% of the time to be generous, but ain't no way that didn't happen so many Oh, you think the countertop changed colors, maybe tints by the time Amber moved out? Like, say if it was a cream countertop, but the corner, by the time Amber moved out and got into the other apartment, it was more of like a greenish brown tint to it. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Yo, she was spreading the turd flu. Oof. Not the turd flu. Amber, log off, bitch. Log off. Do not come back to the internet no time soon. Log off. Someone just said you're spreading the turd flu. Yeah, if y'all dragged me like this back in 2020, that's what y'all should have did. I would have never came back. No. Thank you for the super chat. Ain't no way. Izzy, y'all are so hilarious. Diabolical Dookies took me out in her shower. That's Diabolical Dookie. I used the wrong rag. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat.
I'm coming out with right now, but I wanted to know from the sister's point of view, like, why is this happening? If the sister even knows. But when I went to send it, it said that I was blocked. So that happened literally today that I got blocked. But yeah, for the longest, we were still friends. Always playing the victim. I'm a victim of some shit. I'm a victim to my ex. Literally,
I'm a victim to this comment. Miss Johansson, the legend has it there's still lint from the rags up there, and she wants Beck to pluck it. Corner. No, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
lying, spreading false information, spreading personal information. But Beck was also a victim of my bullshit, which I already admitted to my bullshit, and I'm over that fucking
She's saying bullshit. The words abuse, abuse, abuse.
part. I'm over that part because now Beck is like with the whole rag thing. Beck is now out for vengeance. So now it's my turn. Have you ever thought about yourself? Maybe you aren't being nuanced. You want us to be mad at Beck for what exactly?
Exactly. Genuinely, Amber has not give. I'll speak for myself. Amber has not presented anything I'm supposed to be upset about. And that's part of the reason she's clearly upset. What are we supposed to be mad about? If 1 + 1 is 2, those screenshots that she keeps putting up does not equal 4. It equals nothing. It amounts to nothing. Literally, she's upset about a rag. This was sprung off of a rag. This whole thing is about a fucking rag. Jordy's cluster of people. Amber will be messaging Salah soon. Listen. If Salah knew that's what Amber was doing, he would have been talking towards. He'd have a better chance coming into the States. That's the truth. He'd be able to play in shit and actually truly be sponsored. Granted, Amber's a lesbian, so that won't be a thing. But just saying, if he had a chance, Amber, number 1 pick, number 1 draft pick. Sync made out of vibranium Wakanda stuff. Literally. Again, who built that house? Who's the contractor? What's the company? Because clearly they got it and we just don't know. Oh, thank you, boo. Sloan, do you think she had a collection of rags and made Beck play choosy with them? Oh, that would be disgusting. Do you think? I feel like Beck would have mentioned that. Oh, that would suck. And you know the truth? And I haven't seen anybody mention this, but I want to give props to Beck. I get it. Beck has, I think, like done edibles or smoked weed or whatever like that. But the truth is, if living through what Beck lived through, I'm surprised Beck didn't turn into a crackhead. Baby, I would have done every type of drug there was for me to escape that reality. Like probably turn to meth, whatever. I would have done whatever drugs there was first thing in the morning, and I would have been washing Amberlynn like a Ford 150 just to get through my days. I would have got through those chores in no time. That shit would have hit. I don't really know how the drugs work, but I'm imagining like it alters your reality or whatever. I would have took one look at Amber, and instead of seeing a 600-pound woman, I would have saw a Ford 150, and I would have got to washing. Wipe me down. Baby, she would have been squeaky clean. Actually, YouTube wouldn't have had nothing to worry about. You wouldn't have been able to talk shit about Amber because she would have been squeaky clean. I would have, clean her like a Ford Bronco, shiny, wax that bitch down, hair shining, skin glistening. I would have rubbed her down, cleaned her down. You know what I'm saying? Sponge bath, all that. Mind you, on the drugs, but you wouldn't know that. Wiped her down. Coconut, she would have been glistening, bitch. The fact that Beck didn't turn to drugs, props to Beck, because I would have had to be on all type of drugs. That's how I would have got through that, personally. But Beck made it, and good for them. Minka, thank you for the super chat, boo. You know she didn't have poopery for those mind-blowing gas station dumps. Oh yeah, them road trips. Oh my God. Now I want to know how that road trip was when Feline dropped her off in Oklahoma. Thank you. Everest, y'all think the rag ever got stuck? Of course it did, Everest. Now, how it was removed, damn sure ain't because of Amber's reach. Oh my God, now I'm picturing Beck had to take it out. And oh wow, again, I would have been a crackhead. 1000% a crackhead. Izzy, thank you so much for the super chat. The way Amber talks about her Ozempic diarrhea. got me thinking about what the washcloth situation was like. Yeah, Salah, come get your people. Come. Oh, oh, that is so nasty. And I know I like to paint pictures for y'all. Actually, I can't be a hypocrite. Damn. Jinxie, thank you for the super chat. Remember, y'all, Amber can touch her toe. That is true. Amber can touch her toes. She must do a bend and snap on the rag to get that shelf clean. Mm. Amber can touch her toes, which is so interesting. Oh, do you think she do you think she ever touched okay, painting another picture. Do you think she ever touched her toes and spread her legs and just would have Beck hose down her crack? So, she's bent over and she's staying stable, and then Beck would just hose down her crack, but like in the backyard. I don't know what the view of the neighbors would be, but like she would bend over and that's how she would really get in there. Like it'd probably be a monthly thing, not like an everyday thing, but really get in the crack. She can touch her toes, so wow, it's crazy.
They're lying. They're lying to all of you, and you're believing it. That's what. Like, what? I'm perfectly nuanced because I'm literally sitting here saying, yeah, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Took accountability for that. I was shitty. Yes, I was. I was toxic. I was this. I was that.
Exactly, a power wash. Easy access to everything. You feel me?
Well, also, all of this is happening too. I'm the nuanced one in this situation. What will you do if they keep posting about you? I don't know.
As we can see, she has no plans on stopping anytime soon, even though Amberlynn was supposed to be taking an internet break. But go ahead.
But I'm telling you, right now, I'm strictly just like defending myself and trying to prove that like Becky isn't just this innocent little flower child. Maybe it'll be my turn to sit down and be like, all right, guys, here it all is. Here's all the sorry, my hair's annoying me. Here's all the random tea.
Go for it. Do it. Amber needs to stop popping her shit and doing these veiled threats and do it. Go ahead. Let's see if it makes her feel better, or let's see if it doubles the criticism and the hate she's currently getting. Let's put it to the test. Why don't we? Lady, thank you so much for the super chat. Now Amber claims she forgot how to. Now Amber's claims. Now Amber claims she forgot how to wipe. Makes sense. Yeah. Let's be. When's the last time? And you know she's not wiping front to back. Oh my god. Well, she's not wiping at all. Wow. Huh. So she drip drying like Chantel? What the fuck them leggings smell like? Oh my god. No wonder the crotch was bleachy. Ooh. See, lady, now you making me think too. Ooh, no wonder. Willow, thank you so much for the super chat. I know Amber thinks oh, I know she don't think her shit stank, but Rose's. Oh, I thought you were doing the what's that thing called? Outcast song. I'm tripping. I know Amber think her don't stink, but Roses, Amberlynn. Roses really smell like. Ooh, I thought that's what you were doing. I don't know why. I just caught me off guard. Thank you, boo. Wait, where is it? Enrico, thank you for the super chat. Oh my god, I made it live. Thank you, boo. I ain't gonna lie, I've been here for over 3 hours. But I appreciate you being here. It's been a long one. It's been a long one. Drag that raggedy lean monster. Thank you, boo. Lux, imagine your own cloths in the same laundry load as those festering, dirty booty rat. Yeah, nah. And I ain't gonna hold you if. Now, Beck would have had to tell me. Beck would have had to tell me. Beck would have had to tell me. Do you think she like. No, here's the thing, Lux. Do you think she like washed it with Beck's clothes too? And like, what if she washed it with like some of the kitchen rags too? You get what I'm saying? because Beck had to hand wash them first. And what if they were washing other stuff, like the kitchen rags? Oh, oh yeah, I would have got all type of shots after moving out. Hell no. Jay Sherry, welcome to the Go Cluster. I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's close out strong.
Well, exactly what Becky is doing. Exactly what they're doing. They were sole reason you had access to food, transportation, ER visits, pet care, etc. It doesn't have to be just about bathing someone. I was the sole reason that they had access to food as well, and to a shelter over their head, and to a doctor to pay medical bills, and for the car that they drove, and the gas that they needed for it, and for all the t-shirts and the games and the PS5 and the TV that they wanted, and the random vacations and the things that we would go do with family and friends, and the date nights and the restaurants and the takeout and whatever they fucking wanted. So if I was the sole reason for all of that and you're going to hold that over my head, so should I hold the same thing over their head that I was the sole reason as well? Like, you genuinely make no sense. Like, people are so far up like Beck's butthole that like they just are not thinking correctly with their brain at all.
But that's the thing, Clonka. For her, it is. And do you guys see what I was saying? I think a couple of streams ago. Isn't that such a Chantel thing to say? Remember when Chantel was raging on that couch in Canada, and she was like, "You don't get these benefits if you don't cooperate this way. You only get these benefits if you do this." You don't think those are some of the same conversations Amber threw Beck's way? It's gonna be transactional. It's common for abusers, but Amber still doesn't get it. Still doesn't get it. And that's the thing. Amber wants to stay stuck on the bank account, the bank account. What she just said right there is a good example of financial abuse. The things that she held over Beck's head, the things that Beck probably had to do to make sure that stuff kept coming in, make sure those things were taken care of. That's why when Amberlynn goes on this, "Oh, Beck said they were with me for money," or they told their friends they were with me for money, or something like that. I believe that. But I believe it went a little something like this. Yeah, I had to stay with her because I have nothing of my own. I'm stuck. I have to be here to make sure I still have something. So, yeah, Beck probably said that. But let's add some context to that. Let's add some truth to that. Of course, Beck was with Amber at some point for them. Beck ain't have shit. Beck can't just pack up and go. Years of work history down the drain. What did Beck have? Beck would have just been leaving with their t-shirts and snapbacks. So I'm sure there were plenty of times Beck wanted to walk away, but what the fuck did Beck have? They didn't have two pennies to rub together. So yeah, the whole, "Oh, Beck was with me for my money." Yeah, at some point I would think they were. Duh. Baba, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Beck was making their own money before they met you. Yep. You made them quit. They would have been fine without you. Exactly. Exactly. And those years that Beck spent with Amber and doing what Beck had to do and not working, that actually does hurt. That hurts, not just the mental health, but genuinely, when it comes to getting back into the workforce, what do you say? "Oh, I was taking care of my 600-pound ex." Oh, well, and if they accept that, "Oh, well, can we get a reference?" You think Amber could be a reference? That's a huge hit. And thank you again, Boo.
So my question is, why? So I say very, like, I want to know, like, genuinely, because like I'm dumb and this isn't meant to offend or anything like that. So sometimes I slip and I say Becky,
Please listen to this. Because when she said this, you know what? I'm not going to say it. Go ahead.
even though they want to be called Beck, right? Okay, that's fair. But how come I want to be called Amberlynn? I've made that very fucking clear. How come they're allowed to call me Amber? That's not like, I genuinely don't understand. Like, if you want to be called something, you need to make that clear, and people need to respect that. So my question is like I want to be called Amberlynn. I've made that very clear multiple times that that is what I want to be called. My name is not Amber. I hate that name, genuinely, truly. So I want to learn, because maybe I am stupid in that area. So someone teach me, please. Okay, because that goes along with their new identity of being non-binary. There it is. Did
When she said this, I had to pause the stream because I couldn't believe that Amber was saying that. I was like, there's no way those words are leaving your mouth. There's absolutely no way you can sit here and say that. Mind you, there's a jump cut there. She didn't get the answer right away. She kept going. She kept going. And finally, someone had to respond to her and knock some sense into her. It made no sense. That alone, like, bitch, are you dumb? Mind you, Amber is the name on her birth certificate, not Amberlynn. And let me be clear on the difference. If Amber or Amberlynn or any other name had to do with their gender identity, I would respect it. This is about a fucking nickname. I gotta remember, don't fuck TOS up too much. Amber's forgetting her lie about the porn star. Yep, I remember. Amberlynn that sued her for using the name Amberlynn. She changed her name to Amber. Transphobia aside, she's forgetting her own lies. Yes, because I remember that, because a lot of us actually was dragging that porn star on Twitter because she wanted Amberlynn to stop using that name. But that Amberlynn knew. So that whole clip was bullshit, because there's no way you can't tell me Amberlynn didn't know. Dustin, you know, so crazy. I will never take the fact that she is queer away, but she's one of the dangers to the community. Because that, I was just like, no, Amber, for real. Like, she said so many nasty things during the stream, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way you did that and said that. Oh yeah, the amount of nicknames that she will be called. Oh baby. And I believe it's Unicorn Pondu who said this on Twitter. Unicorn Pondu pretty much said Amber's lucky that Beck is still calling her by a respectful name, and that's the truth.
Beck cheat on you? Oh, that's a good question. You know what's really funny? People were like, oh, poor Beck. Amberlynn was in love with Destiny while together with you. The thing is, I told Beck about it and I was honest about it. And you know what's really crazy? After we broke up, Beck made a whole video.
Hold on, Dookie Lynn P. Hold on. Sky, you been on one tonight? The amount of nicknames we'll be using in the future. Dookie Lynn P. And it's so accurate.
About how when me and Beck were together, they were in love with their ex, Brooke. So that's okay. So Beck was in love with their ex the whole time we were in a relationship together. Literally made a whole video about it after we broke up, and like they admitted it and all this stuff. But like it was bad for me, but not bad for Beck. Like it's just more of like the hypocrite-ness, you know? Someone said you cheat on every partner you had. Last time I cheated, I was 17 years old and it was on Casey. Yes, it was. I was 17 years old. Daft. You're kind of daft. I have never cheated on every partner. Like I said, last time I cheated, I was 17 fucking years old. I'm now 34. Do you think it's valid to cheat? No.
Do you think it's valid to cheat? Remember that whole rant you just went on? Roll the clips.
Never. Erica is a known liar and a known cheater. She has cheated on Brittany multiple times. Like, so many times. And Erica told me everything about their marriage, about all of the times she's cheated. Brittany's a cheater. Their marriage is a mess. Their marriage is a fucking mess. So in my brain, it made sense to me. These two cheaters want to be in an open marriage. It makes sense. They're not fully happy with one another. So I believed their sob story. I believed everything. I thoroughly did. My whole thing was like, okay, Erica, we're both in love. Like, why aren't we committed to one another? Like, why aren't we together? Like, let's seal that deal. I very much, when I fall in love with someone, like, I want to be with them. And I thought I was in love with Erica, and I thought she was in love with me. So I was like, let's like do that thing. Let's like commit to one another. And it's true. She did ask, like, what would that entail? And so I told her, like, it's like loyalty, more like communication together and commitment with one another and things like that. And she agreed to it. She's like, yeah, like, do you want to be my girlfriend? You know, I felt like that was a mature conversation that I'm now seeing, like, she took it like in a different way. And she's saying like how I forced her to be in a relationship with me. That's crazy. That's not the way that I viewed it at all. But I'm beginning to see that, like, the way that I viewed most of the situation, I guess maybe she didn't, or she's purposely downplaying what she did to me because she's trying to save her marriage. Yeah, I might need to take a break from the internet in general. I might need to just call it a day for a little bit.
Yeah, Amberlynn should definitely hang it up. She said that with all confidence, while I guess forgetting we knew she was a whole side chick with their whole chests thinking that they can take someone's wife. And not only that, let's not forget, had plans to move this married woman in to her place. And then it all fell apart. Karina, I would miss my ex too if my partner was grinding on a sink. I mean, you ever get in a relationship and sometimes you got to sit there and ponder and like, ooh, that last relationship really wasn't that bad, actually. I'd rather be dealing with them not flushing the toilet instead of me sitting there washing shitty rags in the sink. Yeah. Them rolling their eyes and having an attitude. It's not as bad as this one making me cry and waking me up in the middle of the night and embarrassing me in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Yep. Just saying. Jay Cherry, thank you as well, boo. Thank you. And I want to thank y'all. We went for almost 4 hours. 4 hours. I knew it was going to be a mega stream, but damn. Thank you so much for enduring all this with me. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to share my opinions with you, paint my visual pictures with you, and just being an amazing community. We messy. We trifling sometimes. Toxic for sure. But thank you for real, guys. We'll see if this YouTube break sticks. I don't see it sticking, but according to Amber, a few notes actually that's not part of this. She said the video she posted today was her last pre-recorded video. And lastly, before I go, Amberlynn fucking Reid sat in that live stream and said she was open to doing a collab with Shani for Christ and Ash Trevino. I'm not kidding. I guess an abuser link up. I guess abusers unite. It's just when she said, I said, "There's no way you're this stupid." But I said it so many times while watching her. At some point, I had to remind myself, like, "Girl, you just repeating yourself." Yep, Shani for Christ, the woman who lost her kids due to her partner abusing them, and Ash Trevino, who's one step away from losing her kids and getting. I'm not even going to get into Ash Trevino, actually. But yes, Amberlynn is open to collabing with those two notorious, horrible women and mothers. Yep. That bamboozled. But yeah, if that happens, Amberlynn wouldn't understand the rain of hate that would fall down on her. If she think this is bad, do that collab, baby girl. Do that collab. She is so dumb. But again, I want to thank you for the time that you spent with me. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everyone who showed up and showed out. It is like I'm forever grateful. And again, to the members, second tier and higher, please get in the Discord. I'm probably not going to be back until Friday. Let me see. Yeah, I probably won't be back until Friday. Yeah, it would either be Friday or Saturday. Unless something crazy pops off, then I'll figure it out and it will just be a late night stream. But thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Well, this was probably frustrating, but I hope you at least got some type of entertainment out of the mess, at least through the chat. Please remember, engage. It does help with the algorithm. Please, if you enjoyed, leave a like. When the stream ends, a comment would be appreciated. But you spent 4 hours with me, so I ain't even gonna hold you. If you want to just pack it up and go enjoy yourself for the rest of the night, I appreciate it. Later, guys. Again, thank you.
You guys know I have the mental illness. I have multiple. So like this has just been a lot. Just when I was like knee high to a grasshopper. What was that? I'm not trying to be cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough. Fingerlyn did appear. Fingerlyn appeared quite a bit. And I'm telling you, it's the best. Like, I love Fingerlyn. Like, I vibe with her even. Like, my knuckles aren't dirty. They're just dark. You guys are being mean to my appearance. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's weird. It's creepy. Oh, am I annoying right now? Okay. Are you drunk? No. It's more like a tipsy type of era / I'm losing my mind maybe a little bit. Situation type dildo. Oh, we done invented it, folks. Situation type dildo. It's a situation type dildo. I am a lesbian though. I am. I'm very much I'm strictly clitly. Okay. That's all I want. Why? I'm a lightweight tonight. I'm not some like immobile freak. So that is the situation. Like I need to go to sleep.